in the Whisper in the Mists, and once again, I'm going to ask my players to reintroduce themselves in case you're coming in late in the stream and don't remember. This time I'm going to go from my left to the right. This time I want to give you your class name, race, and what in the world are you doing in the mine?
What in the world are we doing in the mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Your personal reason for being here.
Okay, so Andy, my character is Chaska, Cyan, monk, human, outlander. And what in the world am I doing in this mine? Just exploring it. That's all.
Hi, my name is Arthur. I'm playing an elven, specifically Dian druid named Ayula. And she is in this mine because these fools will die if I'm not with them.
My name's Jacob, and I'm Vorin, the Dragonborn sorcerer, and I'm in this mine to find some cool stuff.
I'm Scott. I'm playing Ashok Kree, the warlock, hexblade warlock. I'm in the mine trying to figure out the anything I can about the iterations and the station that's in this mine.
My name is Chris. My character is Frank. He is a half-orc barbarian. My purpose in this mine is because we learned about the Grolin, how they are supposed to be great fighters, and you're supposed to please them and give them praise. And I'm just here to shut that down.
He wants to fight.
Disprove the rumors.
So that's what I'm here for.
Alrighty. So we were kind of doing a bit of cleanup after killing the front, if you will, the front door guards of this mining operation.
And you said that girl was a goblin, right?
There was a female goblin.
Yeah.
Female goblin.
Taking her eye.
Taking an eyeball?
Yep, goblin eye.
Awesome. So there was 29 copper and 5 silver?
Trophy this
Yeah.
so far.
29
Oh,
copper
wow.
and 5
Taking
silver.
trophies.
Okay.
And we did hear a growl.
What?
We heard a
You
growl.
heard a deep, low growl from
Did you
far
hear
in
the
the
distance,
distance.
so
I
we
got a
are.
leg.
Just keep it moving.
Alright. So let's just, put everything in this room right here.
Okay.
And then,
Is there anything in that room?
The dog in the kennel.
Where the one that it was just a kennel?
Yeah, basically the dog was chained to the back wall. Is why it didn't go any further than it did. It basically was an early warning system for anybody passing by the area because of its improved hearing and such like.
there's a ladder in this room.
There's a ladder in the room. It's small enough and transportable. In addition, there was the lectern or podium, and it has a big book open on it, and it has dates and times. The dates and times seem to correspond 1-to-1 with the shipments that you've seen leave or heard about before that. But one thing that's interesting to note is that there is the words red line are written underneath the last shipment.
Red line?
Redline.
Last shipment. You got that?
Yeah.
Red line under the last shipment. I wonder if that means that.
More than likely has to do with the fact that you foiled it and killed the beast and
Okay.
whatever.
Cool.
What was the source of the light?
I'm gonna use
The source of the light
two
was
sorcery points to
the
use
end of her
this.
wand, end of her staff. Yeah, her
So
wand.
is it dark now?
It's gone back dark.
Oh, okay. I'll light my torch. I'll light up my torch again.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm using my only 2 sorcery points to get 1 spell slot back.
gotcha.
My only spell slot.
Okay, and yeah, the ladder is small enough to be carried. There's nothing in this room that would
I was
warrant
going to say
using
there,
it.
so there must be something around
No, that's
here
why
that
he's
warrants
taking
the
a sorcery
ladder.
point.
Sorcery
There's
points
nothing
can
up
be
here,
used
and there's no
Oh,
loft
yeah,
up in
right,
his
I was
room.
like,
No, it can be
Okay.
used as a bonus
Alright.
action.
Sorcery points are
Um,
so cool, but yeah.
Anybody have tracking or anything like that? No. Perception.
Sure, go ahead and make your roll.
Okay, I'll make a roll. I'm gonna just check to see how worn these paths are.
Sure.
20. Boom! Just hand me the module.
Look at me. I am the DM now.
Yeah, the lectern actually has a cabinet door on the front of it, And when you open the cabinet door, there's a ring of
ladder
keys
go anywhere?
hanging on it
Ooh,
inside
ring
the
of
lectern.
keys. Ooh.
Is
Okay.
the ladder leading anywhere, or is it just a...
No, it's leaning up against the wall. That's what he was asking about. He's searching. The other thing that you'll find in the lectern is at the very bottom is a small glass vial. It's about this
Ooh,
tall.
vial.
About this tall, suspended in a wooden holder, and across the top of it says, "In case of invasion, break glass."
In case of
Break it.
invasion, break glass. And it's in common. It's not
It's
in
in-
goblin.
It's in common.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, I point this out to everybody.
It's almost bad enough that there'd be like a glowing neon finger pointing down at it, bouncing inside the box.
You pointed it out to all of us?
Yeah, I bring it to your guys' attention. This magic stuff is not really in my realm.
You're taking it?
Yep, I'm gonna put it in actually, in the backpack. I'm gonna hold on to it
What are you doing?
until we can get it identified.
Is it a potion of thermal nuclear detonation?
When you look into the little vial, it looks like basically a constantly moving snow globe. There's something in there, crystal and sparkling.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thermonuclear detonation.
Inventory.
Potion of
the
you
thing
and the
that will
Indian.
kill us all.
Hey, it's mutually assured self-destruction, all right?
Put it in the app.
Snow globy. Right now. Okay, and we have a ring of keys. So that might be important later on. There's also a ladder. So this ladder is being used somewhere. We haven't come across anything before us that would necessarily require a ladder. So this ladder might be something we might need down the road here.
Person in the back should carry it. And when battle or anything happens, just let it go.
Yeah.
I think you're back. I'm
Yeah,
in front
I was
of you.
taking the
You're middle.
rear at first. So.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that's just
If
a
you'd like,
marching order.
just a
Okay.
suggestion.
All right, marching
I
order.
haven't tangled
Or
it,
we
so.
could just leave it and remember to come back and get it. Depends
It's
on
up to you guys. I can carry it. If you don't want to carry it, that's up to you.
I can carry it.
Me and him
Not
can
the
co-carry
pack
it.
mule, this
Right.
campaign.
All right.
Last campaign, I was the pack mule, not this time.
All right. Okay, we're back in our
I
marching
don't want to know I'm
order,
gonna drop it.
and we're making our way
down.
So
to wall Spanish.
I just love carrying keys.
We
Who's
have the
carrying the
ladder
la-
with us.
who's
Oh.
carrying the letter?
I'm in the back
gonna say,
carrying
yeah.
it.
If it's too big for him, we'll both carry it. If not,
Yeah, like that. Nice, we're going the wrong pathway.
Alright, saved on it.
That turns north. Going to assume it's north.
Leads to a dead end. Oh darn.
Appropriate.
Ed, end of death.
Oh well.
Dead.
So that's a T intersection right there.
I want to, I guess, roll investigation, or I want to see if there's a set path of worn traffic and maybe certain ways that they're walking, if there is such a thing, some
You're
type of
checking
path.
for tracks, is what you're asking.
I want to follow the path that I can see if everybody jumps over some certain spot, or if they go to the left on a certain
Yeah,
spot.
so
I'd
I'm
like
saying
to follow that.
you're
Yeah, possible trap.
Just yeah, if such a thing exists, I'd like to be aware of it.
Go ahead and make your perception check.
Perception, you say? That
I
is
would say-
plus 2, 19.
God, I wish that were me.
There does not appear to be anything of particular note in the passageway.
Okay.
You're wearing armor, right?
No,
No?
unarmored,
You're not armored?
barbarian,
Okay.
He
loincloth.
has natural armor.
Okay.
Loincloth and a bad attitude.
Well, and
is my
dex.
armor.
Your dex base. Dex base armor, right?
It's it's Dex and Constitution combined.
Ooh, a door. Or sarcophagus?
No, I'm just using it for size.
Mimic number 1.
Smack
No, I
everything.
have enough of those. I have
We're
enough of those.
Holding the
The
torch
first
to
of many.
everything. Burning it off.
Yes.
Charring a corner first, see what happens.
We're practicing, what is that?
What's the craziest
Scorched earth
creature
policy.
you've ever fought in a D&D session?
It's what we do need like the vial of thermonuclear, so when we get to the bottom, start a timer,
Yep.
get out, sink the whole thing.
Craziest
Just wanna say we need some dynamite.
Just your most memorable
at
one.
the
Yeah.
lift, so we can
I remember this
Yep.
fight forever. It was crazy.
That is something we could do. We could go back to the left, just, you know, cut the chain, drop that down inside, and put the vial inside of it. So when it hits the ground,
This
Yeah,
was
that's
a
what it
comment
does.
made by a friend of mine.
if it explodes,
And we're not gonna look as we walk away.
yeah.
Don't look back at the
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah, the explosion will come up from behind us.
Well, we know it's the vial of the blue turtle shell, and it just kills all of us.
We're just walking all like,
An alternate reality.
You guys don't look
at
Yeah, exactly.
And so it was like this.
I mean, for all we know, it's the vial of the blue turtle shell, and chases
Yeah, I know.
us all down.
because
No.
they have everything.
Right as we're about to finish the campaign, it kills us all.
So it's like, well, everyone. It was like just like tactical.
So a shiny thing.
Shiny box.
Wasn't like a tough, but well, it was like tough, but like.
Sometimes those are the toughest ones.
Shiny box.
Some kind of a phantasm.
Not like.
What's the craziest
It's the
creature?
arc.
What's the craziest creature you've ever fought?
Craziest creature I've ever fought.
Or like your craziest encounter?
Or greatest encounter?
Like craziest, like
Craziest?
one you remember, like, damn, that was wild. Like, I can't believe I just made it through that.
Oh god. I can't, nothing comes to mind right now. I'd have to think about that.
What about you?
When I played with him a couple years ago, we fought a dragon that didn't actually exist because we were in an area where one of the guys that was there, I can't remember exactly what caused it, but everything that he believed
Was real?
came into existence. So he believed he was a knight, and he believed that there was a dragon there. So the dragon was there, and it was real enough that it
Crazy Jared.
Yeah, it was real enough that it put me down.
But you just couldn't do anything to it. You had to kill the guy.
Well, we were like level 5 or something. We were low level.
Definitely not the level to be facing dragons.
Yeah,
Especially
well,
an adult. It was adult.
Yeah, he was an
Full
adult,
size, yeah.
adult red dragon. Yeah.
No.
And what's the worst type of dragon?
Dracolich.
You know, the what?
Dracolich.
Dracolich?
Undead dragons.
It's a dragon of any color. Now give it necromantic ability and a breath weapon that kills.
Yeah,
Nope.
that seems pretty fucked.
Its breath weapon is power word kill.
He just says no.
Die. Alright. So we're approaching an area. Is it lit up down here? Or is it just lit up from us?
No, it's just your light.
Okay, alright.
So the reflection of the shiny down at the end of the hall is kind of important. And these aren't quite exactly the scale, but these are crates that are exactly the same size as that silver.
And they're just
In
down
the
here
no, they're
somewhere?
in the hallway here along the wall.
On the wall? Ooh. Crates. That usually means there's stuff in there.
Do Legend of Zelda this and break all the boxes we pass?
Yeah, the crates are big enough to hold that thing, so they're just a little bit larger than
Or I guess it's pots, but same concept.
How many did I give you?
You got 8 right now.
This is Skyrim. You look in every container.
We'll just look in the one. We'll pick one and
Take the container.
Or what are the ones where you walk over and your guy actually kicks them? They blow up and then they've got their stuff. That's Duke Nukem, right?
oh, I don't know about that.
Because they
Zelda
use
does it too, where you break them. The punch.
Yeah, there's one though that some
That-
of them are traps.
right. But I'm just saying that the mechanic I remember was only one of the few FPSs or
Possibly.
that I ever
that
played.
Sounds like a Duke Nukem thing.
Duke Nukem
Yeah.
thing where you walk over. What you're doing is you're kicking it open, and so sometimes when you kick it, all of a sudden a gun, go cha-ching, and a gun will show up.
That definitely
And about a
sounds
third of
like
the
Duke
time,
Nukem.
it's
That sounds like it.
took
So the
damage.
first container,
I was
right
like
up here on the right.
thinking
Want to
Yep.
take a look at it?
You, like,
as we
Yeah,
approach
give
it?
me some
like,
space.
just like.
I'm gonna
books
grab
left
last
the
time
aisle,
I just
and
shook
kick
it.
the chest, and it's just like stuck next to it.
I'm gonna shake it. Put my ear
Okay,
to
well,
it.
as you approach it, there are labels on the boxes,
Number
like
2 's
shipping
gonna
labels.
go.
Oh, shipping labels.
There's a
I'm
rumor
still
that
gonna
number
pick it
two
up and
is
shake
gonna
it.
Okay,
go.
you go to pick up the
Fantasy
box,
Amazon.com.
realizing that thing is about 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet.
So it's a good sized box.
It's a monstrous box. And
It's like Christmas.
you're gonna pick it up close to your chest like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Bold.
I already said it, so I'm doing it.
Go ahead and make a Constitution check.
Check. Save.
No, not to save a check.
Just
If
a
it
check.
explodes, you drop all these boxes.
Plus 3.
The
8.
shaft.
8.
You rolled a 3. You
No.
literally
8.
I know.
Plus
You
3.
got the +5 on it.
No, plus 3.
Oh,
on
is
it,
it?
so I rolled a 5.
Okay, so a 5. Okay, yeah, you actually flip it over. You don't actually get it lifted off the ground. It's that heavy that he
Oh, they're
goes.
heavy.
Oh,
Okay.
and when he flips the label down.
Read the label.
He's got to flip the box back over.
I'm gonna look at another one. What's
Yeah,
the label
we'll go to
Go
this.
to the second one, leaving
We'll
that
go
one
to
face down.
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing you notice on the label, it says this end up.
Uh-huh.
Second thing, it says Havoc 2I.
say? Havoc, 2I?
HAVOK 2I.
TWOEYE.
No, just number 2, the capital I.
What is the third box?
Third box says Tirkun 4I.
It's iterations. Second iteration, fourth iteration.
Terraccoon
These are
2i.
deliveries from other.
Havoc 2i.
No, Havoc 2I, Tirkun 4I.
These are
Four.
boxes either coming from or going to other iterations.
The address furthermore says for the first one it says that the actual 2-person name says Blastobarus Boniface the first.
Is it the same weight, the third box that I'm at?
Gonna try to lift it? Go ahead.
Yes.
Lift it. Roll another 5. Come on, I
wish
double
we had a
dog dare
world
you.
right now.
No, that's a 6.
Even better. Oh yeah, it actually flips and slides a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it the same weight though? That's all. I was just
Oh yeah, they're
checking.
massively heavy.
Alright, I just want to make sure it's not different
Uh,
things.
You look back over and there seems to be a small silver pool forming around the lid of the box that you flipped over.
Oh, really?
Silver pool.
Spilled something.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, you're right next to
We'll
it.
eventually
I
notice the label
pointed out
says
to you, I said,
fragile.
hey, there's some silver liquid falling
Okay.
out of this
I'm gonna
thing.
step away from it. That's for sure.
Taste it.
Okay.
I'm moving further in.
Frank,
Yeah,
taste
I'm
it.
gonna-
It is not pouring out like you would expect liquid to pour out. It's
like
more like oozing,
oozing.
out.
Taste it, Frank.
What
Oozing?
color is it?
Oozing, like
Shiny silver.
like an ooze.
Just like the
It's
box.
almost like a mercury.
Yes.
Almost like a mercury.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna stay away from
Can I take my
If you drink that
javelin and
mercury,
poke
you'll live forever
at the
now.
ooze
You gonna poke at the ooze?
with the javelin?
Okay, sure. By the time you walk back over there with your javelin, the third box that you also tipped over is now also starting to ooze.
I'm gonna just poke that one then.
Okay, so you're poking the ooze with your stick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's already
roll a
coming out.
d6 for me.
it. I'm scared.
1.
You should be.
The liquid pulls back inside the container.
Oh dear.
Yeah, third,
Oh dear.
something living.
Okay, so it's living. All right.
I will call that out.
Somebody stab this one.
What?
Better yet.
I don't think the solution to these living boxes of ooze
You
is
just
to
fireball
make
one of
Get-
the
more.
boxes. Is what you
Every-
said?
You gonna do it?
Stab one of
You want me
them.
to?
No, don't waste
I
a
was
spell
gonna,
on these
well, I have a
guys.
cantrip.
That's
And
what I'm
that's a
saying, I got
cantrip too.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, go for it. Cause mine's force damage. Fire damage might do something different.
Yeah, I want a firebolt.
Which box? One that's tipped over, or one that?
Probably one of the farther ones, yeah. In case it
The ooze.
explodes.
Well, there's one's all the way down the hallway.
In case it explodes, yeah. Or should we do the closest one?
This one's oozing out right now. We learned under this third one that if you poke it and do damage, it withdraws.
No, you didn't poke it to do damage. You just poked it.
I
Just
just,
looked at
Dang,
it's,
God.
but it's
It
not,
actually
it's not
reacted-
just spilling.
It
on
actually
the
reacted.
table.
It actually reacted to his contact. So when he contacted it, it actually moved away from the weapon and then pulled back.
Do you want me to do it on the
Pull
farther
back
one or the
inside
one
the
right in
box.
front of us?
One right in front of
Because
you.
if it
Okay.
explodes,
I'll run through the fire.
Maybe
Take the
not.
damage.
Let's not annihilate just yet. What if we just poke the ooze on the ground here? Just do
I'm
the
not
same
poking
thing he
nothing. I
did.
don't got nothing to poke.
Alright, so this has got a lot more.
Yeah, now you've
Is
got
there a
about.
place that it's
You about
narrow?
well, no,
No?
it's oozing just near where the seam is, so it's like elongating up both sides.
Okay,
It's
so-
acting like a fluid, but it's acting like a fluid that
It's in
is
slow motion.
thinking about it. Yeah.
So
T1000.
here's your box.
That's what I was thinking.
That's
is
all I
the
wanted to
liquid,
blow it
right?
up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut right. I'm gonna put my blade across the other side where there's no liquid and scrape it to try to separate, like cut
Cut it
the
in
liquid
half.
apart.
Nice.
Separate the liquid.
Very interesting.
17. Is that-
The piece that cuts off recoils into a heptagonal shape. The volume is about a gallon, but its shape is a heptagonal cylinder.
Oh, kind of
Okay.
like the cylinders that are in the ground.
Kind of like that. Only this one's shiny blue,
Shiny blue.
unlike the burgundy ones that you've seen outside.
Just forms into that on the floor.
And so it's like this just big.
Yeah.
Should I hit that with a fireball?
I'll smack it
Burn
to
it?
you. You shoot it.
The rest of it from that side recoils back inside.
Skeet shooting.
But when it does, you actually see the ripple of the wave of its motion in the other end, and it actually extends the other side out further.
So it's still on the ground
Yeah. now
Yeah,
we've got
on the
this
other
thing.
side.
on the other side.
I'm just gonna not like with the blunt side of, and just roll into the cylinder. So it's laying down, right? Like
Mhm.
a pin. So I'm just gonna go
Okay.
see if it's a solid mass or if it's
Right. See if it's got gelatin quality or whatever. You're trying
Yeah.
to see what its consistency is.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d6.
4.
It doesn't move. I mean, you bump it. It's like you hit the wall. You're going. That's only a gallon of stuff, and he was able to move it, so it's not that heavy.
Let this bitch rip, I swear to God.
He really wants to burn it.
Yeah, you do.
Do it.
Go
Put the
ahead.
torch on it.
I got free fire. Why would I waste the torch?
Firebolt.
No.
Shoot your firebolt at it.
Shoot it.
Let us all step back first.
Yes, I gotta roll the hit.
Are you going back into the other room, or are you going down the hallway further? Where are you going in reference to?
I
where it
want to still.
I want
Okay.
to stay
I'll follow
exactly
him
on
down.
this
He's
side.
not by himself.
is? Hang on just a second.
You moving up with him?
Yeah.
I got 1 minute.
Fire in the hole.
Okay. I'll
I'm
start
mostly
back here.
concerned if anybody's coming down. Like
This is
I'm-
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I already spilled
Honestly,
2 boxes.
that's
I don't need to
pretty-
touch anymore.
Plus,
Is this is a very narrow hallway, right? Like we could we stand side by side in this hallway?
No.
It's a one rank.
Yeah, pretty much one rank.
Cool. So your space we would both be able to hit if something walked up to you.
got a 14.
Okay.
The
I'm going to
awesomeness of
use
reach.
this to represent the masks. So I want you to put that in the hallway. I don't care how it actually ended up placing. I want you to choose that.
It's the first one
What
that
was
we
the second
cut,
one?
right?
It's going to be laying down, so just point it in one
Yeah,
direction or
throw
the
it to
other.
the second box, I guess. That's where we were.
And I rolled a 14.
No, it's from the first box where you flipped it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the first box.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the first one.
Okay.
And the third one is leaking still.
Third one is third one when it recoiled it back in, it didn't come back at first. It hasn't yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
I rolled 14 and hit with a fireball.
Okay. Well, you hit. Roll your damage.
Mistakes are imminently about to be
Good.
made.
I have one spell slot and I'm probably fixing to have to use
You know
it.
what mistakes do? They teach you lessons. 5.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll percentage dice.
Was it a D10 this one, right?
Explosion. I hope it's a big explosion.
Below a 10, we all die. Above a 10, it turns into a pile of
It's
plasma.
these two, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Percentile?
Yeah.
77.
77. Okay, so before
Double
you pick
two
it up,
sevens.
is that roll higher? Or actually, now roll a 20-sided for me.
Nat 20.
Okay, so now is that number that you rolled higher or lower than the number in my book?
77?
Yeah.
Plus the nat 20, or is the nat 20 of nothing?
The 20's got 20 is only me picking a column on a random number generator.
I would hope 77 is higher than whatever you have in your book. I'm going to go higher.
Okay. The entirety of your spell seems to have been absorbed into the rod, and it now is glowing with an interior light.
It's
Awesome.
like it just lit a lamp kind of thing.
Kind of. It's putting out a far fainter light. It's like a dim light. It's like a candle.
Or like it's charging energy.
Very-
and
Well, we're
explode.
not dead, so that's a good
Yeah,
sign.
I'm gonna very cautiously.
Yeah, what did this nat 20 for?
That was
I
just
said-
for the column.
Oh.
I'm looking for which column to compare with. That way, your answer of high or low could be different based on which number. So I'm using this as a
Okay.
mechanism. This is how I teach you to use tech, if you will.
Okay.
I'm gonna very slowly, cautiously walk up to it
Okay.
and just feel if there's any, like, not gonna touch it, but get close, feel if there's any heat emanating
Okay.
because of that
Here-
heat spell.
You ever mess with percussion instruments at all? Drums, gongs, and that kind of thing? Okay. All of those actually operate by sound getting vibrated. Like when you hit a drum head, the drum head vibrates and it causes the air around it to vibrate. As you come in close to it, you can feel this crystal is vibrating.
Crystal.
Well, it's a
It's
shiny
crystal
blue.
shape,
Yeah.
If that didn't work, I had Ray of Frost. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nuke it.
I have no idea what to
Burning hands.
do.
I may I make a suggestion? Why don't we just take down the names and information that's on each of these boxes, and just keep moving?
If you want to do that, you
Yeah,
can.
it's
Yeah.
You have
I
to
don't
flip
think-
them back over to read the labels on the first one and the third one. Because when you flip them over, you flip them face down.
Well, it's not going to him
I said
anymore.
we just-
got the most
So that one
strength,
doesn't matter.
He's the strength-based guy.
So
Flip it back over.
His
You want me
mine
to?
is,
let's just collect the info. Yeah, let's flip them back over.
Oh, okay.
They're leaking out. Maybe they'll stop leaking out.
come back and do some weird
Take a drink of my elvish wine.
That's fire now.
Drinking some wine before he goes over and touches the box. Smell no wine before it's
Alright.
time.
I'll help you out too. So I'm
Okay, so it's
I've
assist.
got skin in the
Assist.
game just the same.
Okay, that's fair. It's assist, so you get the advantage under the roll.
Good. No. 9 plus 12.
You struggle for a bit, but the reason why you struggle is that the silvery substance seems to be stuck to the ground, so it's like pushing back something with silly putty. It's kind of like stretches,
Okay.
and when it snaps and then sucks itself inside.
Okay. All right. So we did that to the first box.
When you do that, the crystal turns 90 degrees
Turns 90 degrees.
on the ground. Just scrape.
Just whoosh.
I'm so tempted to just pick it up and put it in my pocket.
You want me to try to pick it
Okay.
up? I'll pick it up.
I couldn't.
I don't mind.
tried to push it. I couldn't move it.
All right. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. What's the first box say?
The second, the first box. The first box says to
Sorry.
Lady Genya.
What? No, is it a Havoc 2-eye?
Oh no, yeah, okay. No, it actually doesn't have any of that information on it at all.
Okay. It's
It says to Lady Genya
Genya.
Uricus. Urikas. Cauldron City, Florence.
Florence. 91786.
Nice.
Okay. So the second one was the Havoc 2-eye,
Mm-hmm.
Blastobarius,
Blastobarus, yeah.
the first, and then the third one was Tercoon 4-eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we flipped the third one back over.
Okay, so when you flip it back, when you flip that one back over, the silver stuff is run down the entire side, and is still attached to the side of the bucket.
It's still attached to the side of the box?
Yeah, go again. He's got to make his roll to flip it anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Flip it, dude.
Bad.
He
Yeah,
accident-
change dice.
He
Yeah, change
accidentally
dice.
he accidentally slides both of his hands into the stuff, and it sticks to his skin.
Sticks to his skin.
So when he pulls his hands back from the box, after he successfully flips it, but as he pulls his hands back, this gooey, gummy, silvery stuff is stuck to his hands, and it pulls back, and there's a snapping sound as it separates, and the pieces that fall to the ground are then dragged back inside the box.
Okay, so everything goes back inside the box.
Except for the stuff that's on his hands.
So he's
On
got
my
stuff
hands?
on his
You
hands.
got it on your hands.
I touch his torch.
So you touch the flame?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Okay. Okie dokie.
Now a ball of fire.
Make a Constitution save.
Yeah, sounds exactly about right.
+5. It's 22.
See?
Oh.
Use the black die, not those other dice. Those other dice are sucking.
You've been in this room with that high-pitched whistle sound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As it moves from the front of your hand, which is nearest to the fire, to the back of your hand, you can hear that screaming, that high-pitched sound, as if the silver stuff is aware of the flame and avoids it.
Okay.
You actually do 1 point of damage to yourself by putting your hand so close to the flame. The silver stuff is now over the back of your hand,
That
and
just tickles me.
it actually takes a flame-like form on the back side.
Drink it.
Alright.
You have your own special effects, dude.
While it's moving, can I?
No thaumaturgy necessary.
Sure, you can make that attempt.
That's what I'm doing.
Dex.
Barbarian of the
+3,
Flaming Fist.
13.
Yeah, it actually moves out from the back of your hand. So it's like, boom. It
Okay.
moves a little farther up your wrist.
This is
It's
where
gonna
we
make its
need
way to your
mage hand really
brain.
bad.
I don't have mage hand.
Yeah, I don't either. I
You don't
could've
have
taken
what?
it, I didn't. Mage hand.
Oh, mage hand?
I should have took a utility, but
Can
I
it-
was going full.
Can it be ritual cast? Because you might take 10 minutes and do it if you could. I don't know if it can be.
I don't know it to be able to. I'm a warlock, so I can't even.
Oh, you don't even have it. Never mind.
Yeah, I can't even try it.
So we have some. Does it hurt?
I only took 1 point of damage from the fire.
So this stuff, this silver stuff that's on you is not doing anything to you.
As of right now, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of right now, the
Once it gets to my ear hole, maybe. Scraping it on the
I
wall.
don't think
As you move to scrape it, it actually creeps out of the way. And by the time you get here, even before you reach the wall, you realize what's going to happen based on what already happened with the fire. It's all on your palm, and both of them form like
No.
looks like they're sticking their tongue out at you, like "Ee."
Alright.
Just the mouth with lips in it.
I know
Try to
we must
communicate with it, Frank.
Put your hands up.
So this is a creature, correct?
Seems to be.
I'm gonna cast Toll Dead at that.
I'm holding it out.
It's gotta make a whiz. It's a
This is gonna hurt.
it's a whiz save, or it's a wisdom save of 14.
Okay, so he's starting to chant. As he starts to chant, you feel the beginnings of pain as the stuff feels like it's being drawn away from your skin towards him.
Towards him?
Right. As he finishes the spell, you see the stuff basically vaporize into a black powdery gas, and it floats inexorably towards him.
Do I see this coming at me?
Oh yeah.
I teleport 30 feet away. That way.
Frank, run.
Was
I-
going after him.
Okay, so roll a dex save.
the chronic dumbness energy going on.
Okay, I just took necrotic damage and they turned it into that. Dex?
Yep.
Well, that is not a d20. I was about to roll a d12. Straight 11.
Okay. Make a wisdom save.
Oh, shit. Oh, my straight rolls. 18.
As it comes towards you, it takes on the form of what would be your greatest fear. So, I don't know what you're afraid of. Let's say spiders. It becomes this giant arachnid spider, and it's like doing the face hugger thing with and then as it gets to you, it vanishes.
Do I see something different?
You just saw the cloudy.
Everybody's seeing
You saw him
something.
teleport, and the gas teleported.
Okay.
Fuck.
But it's
There goes
gone.
that.
Well, it's off my hands.
It's gone, and as it's gone, there's a bit of noise as a thin layer of a thin like roll of the silver stuff rolls itself up to the edge and drops basically the mass of what that was that was on the ground that became whatever came after him reforms as silver stuff and rolls back inside the box.
Is that
Alright,
crystal
well, I'm
still
done
around
with
the
those
ground?
boxes.
we leave it-
You want to look at those labels?
Oh, the crystal's
I
still
don't have to
around.
look at the labels. I'm done with the box.
Yeah, I vote
I'm not-
we leave all of this
I'm
alone.
keeping
I'm
as much
also in
space.
agreement with that.
Yeah,
I wanna take that
I'm not
crystal.
touching
The
anymore.
guy that's usually like, fuck it, let's go.
You gonna go pick up the crystal?
I don't want to touch it with my hand.
Oh, well, how are you gonna pick it up then?
I have a set of common clothes. I want to see.
So you're
if
gonna wrap it in clothes
Yeah.
and try to pick it up?
Are you talking about this one on the ground?
First, I want to put a thing of cloth over it and see what happens. Wait a couple seconds. See if it like starts like
Yeah, that's
absorbing
it.
it.
Pick
As you
up,
put it
set
over,
on
make a
fire.
intelligence save.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
9.
Nah.
You hear laughter. Literally, you're not actually touching it. You're touching the cloth. The cloth is touching it. But as you're throwing the cloth down over it, you hear a childlike female giggle.
Pick the cloth up and walk away.
As he picks up the cloth, it's gone. As it's gone, you see the silver stuff crawl up the.
See, I just did a magic trick, guys. I put it on and then pulled it off and it was gone.
Sweet.
Oh, well.
Whoa, how'd you do
Alright,
that,
so
Paul?
this thing went back in the
Alright.
box.
It goes back in the box.
All right.
So,
Okay, so we got it back in the box. Let's not mess with these boxes.
You want to get the rest of the labels though?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of the labels though.
at the end of the hallway, this what you've got the silver cube. Does it
Yes.
look like that to us?
The silvery stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That one that one at the end looks like a cube of the silver stuff.
Which fits nicely into one of these crates.
It looks like it would fit exactly into one of these crates.
Okay. All right. Fourth box.
Fourth box says Mornglade.
Morn Glade.
MOURNGLADE.
Okay.
1E,
1E.
and it says Hrothgar, HROTHGAR, of Nyx.
Of Nyx.
Hi,
The Knights of Neat. 5.
Fifth box says Dol Gul, DOLGHUL.
Dogul.
Doggledore.
It's Uthric,
Rick.
Uthric.
Uthric. Okay.
Valdostin,
It's like a bomb. that's gonna destroy all the races.
Valdostin.
That's why I wanted to blow it up, but I was like, it's
Uthric
probably gonna
Baldostin.
explode on all.
Sisterhood of Silk.
Sisterhood of Silk.
Powder, I was like, well.
Hey, does that ring a bell for anybody? Sisterhood of Silk?
Would it? I don't know.
That's a possibility. Go ahead and make a check.
For what? History?
History, if you've got history.
Silk, S-I-L-K, or
I do
Silk
not
as in
have
like
history.
hitting?
Well, I have a.
SILK.
I don't have. I'm not proficient, but I have plus.
Oh,
one.
no, you only roll if you've got proficiency in
Yeah, I
history.
don't have proficiency.
In
Proficiency in
history.
history?
I got proficiency in history.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sisterhood of Silk. That's on the fifth box.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like.
Sixth box,
18.
Ooh.
18. Yeah, oh, no, actually, you get advantage on the, no.
I don't have
You get advantage on the check, so roll again.
Even if I'm not history, I'm not proficient in history.
I
No,
would-
you get the save, you get it and, because it's a racial thing.
Oh.
Interessante.
Deuce fives.
A deuce and a 5?
Double.
Do 2 5s.
2 5s? Oh, nice. Yeah, you
Plus
don't
one.
remember Jack. Okay, never
Sounds
mind.
to me like Ladies of the Knights.
Yes.
It's the order of the ladies.
The next one is going to be Barovia 5E, 5I, I mean?
5e.
5IE.
No, 5I.
5E.
5I.
IB.
How many followers?
Okay.
2 viewers right now. I think he might. Oh, he's left. It's 2. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, so it's going to be. We know who they are. They're now rolling in their graves.
Oh, because they know.
Some of it they're going to know. Matter of fact, it's going to like I said, it's going to be twisting because they can't use it. So what did I say on that one?
Barovia.
Yeah, Barovia is 5I.
5I.
Yeah.
Okay, 5, not 5E. 5.
Yeah.
You let us know in the chat if you know
Okay.
what he's talking about.
Spoil the ending of this campaign in the comments.
Oh no, it won't spoil the ending. It's going to spoil a few weeks from now. It's attention Clara, Clara. And
There's a high pitch thing.
yeah, that's the high pitch sound.
I thought Kevin got rid of that. Was
Well, he got help for it, but what they found is that there's a regulator on the back of this building that somebody used to have, like a high power water drill, like a dentist or whatever, and so the regulator device is still out there, but the piping that it's on doesn't need it, so it's running through that regulator, and that regulator is causing a resonance. That resonance runs down the pipe, and we're hearing it. So they actually need to remove that resonator, but in order to get rid of that, they'd have to change the plumbing. So.
do a bunch of stuff. It's not worth it.
Okay, number 7.
Number 7 says Eldrasar.
What?
Eldrasar.
Eldrasar.
Eldrassar.
Okay.
I have to go get his name.
So these are cities and
And some of them are now, and some of them aren't now.
Okay. If it has like a 1E.
One eye.
or
They should be all eyes.
Okay,
I
so
said
like a
the-
1I, 2I, 4I. Those are the different time periods.
That's
but if
your
it
that's your
has
estimation.
That, but if it doesn't have anything on it, that could be the.
It
here
could
and
be the now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it says Vincent Trench.
Vincent Trench.
Mhm.
Okay. 8th.
8.
Do we have 1, 2, 3, 4?
We got
Oh,
10.
shit. While he's doing that.
I know it's taken me a little while, so
Yep.
you guys can.
Yeah, it's actually scribbling. So you guys do something else while we're doing this.
Yeah. You can move up. I'm gonna move up as well. I just want to move up to
I'm gonna just
here.
follow.
Yeah, you
Peek
can
around
move
and
me
hold
up
it.
as well.
Go ahead. I'll be over here then.
I'll peek around this corner
Those are up here.
as we have the.
Next one says Bailiwick, 3i.
I'll look
And if
at
I ever
this
get a
option
double
for
on the same number, I'll have to
see
change
what
one.
it is.
I
Okay.
wish with a level I could get.
And it's
Well, what helps teleport?
Vermiden,
I hate that only do for one.
Is it one per day or one per long?
Erx Turks Nurster.
Long rest.
Yeah.
What?
Which is the same.
Erkster Nursker.
Erx Turks Nurster.
Erstersk. Nurskers.
It ends with an R, so there's no K at the end.
Alright.
Wow, it's so much worse than Vincent Williamson. It's so much worse.
I'll just call him Vermindon Ers.
And
9.
of the third.
What eyes don't you have yet?
Have you guys seen this?
Let me see. I've got 2I, 4I, 3I, 1I, 5I. So I don't have 6 or 7.
Okay,
I've seen
so
multiple
this would be
places.
7i.
Okay.
They're basically going to be.
Septan,
They're
Septan.
gonna be able to do anything.
Okay.
Lionel,
Not that.
Richard.
no.
They're,
Eberforce,
millions of them.
Aberforce.
yes.
Aberforce. Okay.
Okay.
And the last box.
Last box will be the 6, right?
6i. Okay.
6i, and it will be,
Ones that are susceptible to it.
uh,
Thrive and breed. So.
what was the merchant's name? In
Ours?
Silk. In Silk.
Do you mean Malice?
I did.
Malice, yeah.
Malice, Aphrodite, Affersite,
Oh shit.
Okay.
Selk,
Selk.
Fulcrum.
What kind of label is on the top of these boxes? Is it like
Like your standard UPS shipping label.
Yeah, right. No,
The
it's
top right
it's
corner.
it would be
Amazon logo.
be the
and
standard
everything.
standard whitewash where you slather on the paste on the back and you just slap it
painted
on.
on?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
No, it's actually
Jeff
it's
Bezos
it's
is
a
everywhere.
yeah it's a looks like somebody taken a press like a stamped label.
This is before or after?
You know, like it's got a time
Yeah.
and it's stamped.
Okay. So got that information.
You guys can't see it. I really should make Scott look at the camera and do that face again because that was amazing.
I'm gonna back up.
Did you have an awakening?
Yes,
An epiphany?
he had an epiphany.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally stops him in his tracks.
He said a time that is stamped.
Oh, a timestamp.
Strike up my torch and just very blacken all of these labels with the soot off of the.
Nice.
Unreadable.
As you approach the first one, make a wisdom save.
Straight roll.
Yeah, you hear your greatest fear. You hear the voice. It says, "Don't do that! You destroy us!" And of course, with the fail, he leaves the room at a full run. He is feared. So he's
Okay.
bolting down the hallway, back the way he came.
Nope.
We're not doing this today.
Yeah, I'd move back in there to start.
Bumping
So you go.
Basically, I was trying to.
Yeah, he'll go 60. So he'll go 60. So yeah, that would be about as far as
I
he
was
gets.
trying to basically disrupt the shipping method. But fuck those boxes.
But he took the torch with him. He's
I
running away
have a
with you.
torch with me.
Everybody's got torches.
Are they all like lined up against the wall?
They were all nicely lined up against the wall.
So can I like go at an angle and like firebolt so it just singes all the labels
Oh my god!
Sure, you can attempt it.
without like shooting the actual box?
Can we just
You
take
can
the
make an
shipping label
attempt.
off of it?
You can try.
Or
Alright.
scratch
You
it
wanna
off.
touch
I
the
was just
people
gonna
in chat?
burn
Say,
it
do
off.
I want to touch the
We
box?
are.
Go ahead. That's
mean,
got silver
what-
liquid. I don't
Okay,
want to touch.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm just trying to help Homeboy with what he was trying to do.
Stay away from the boxes. Just
What's
stay away
this?
from 'em. Oh my God.
What is that box? That box appears to be that actually is some form of, looks like, for lack of a better term, some form of machina, some form of machinery, and it literally makes these crystal cube, these silver cubes.
Oh God, kill it with all the things, including the nukes.
Okay.
Hiroshima this bitch.
Well, I'm just curious. Are these silver things? I mean, evil? Is there any sense of evil? I mean, does anybody have detect evil? Detect
He is
alignment?
danger sense.
That's it. Do you identify
I don't think so.
as a sorcerer
I'm just
right
wondering,
now?
do these things actually pose a threat to us? Because they haven't
Because I wanna know what
outright
this Pokemon
attacked
is.
us.
Well, they've psychically attacked him twice, but both times were based on him trying to harm them or
Right,
having
it was-
successfully harmed them.
It was a reaction,
Right,
not an it was not an action on their part.
that is correct.
They giggled with him.
Yeah, they giggled with him, so they thought maybe he was playing. So again, it's all, everything
So
that
we
these
just
boxes
leave 'em
has
alone.
done
Just
is
keep
been
going.
in reaction to what we've done to
You
them.
can, it's
Keep
a
on
spell you
moving.
can use
Yeah, I don't think that there's,
to identify magic objects.
I mean, we got the labels off the
So,
box.
like,
There's the
potion
one
you
that
found,
is going
if you
to
had it with
the person
you could
himself,
cast it on it,
Yep.
You know exactly
I
what
don't have
which
it,
we know.
but I could
Yep.
learn it.
You
Okay,
can learn it later on. Okay.
so
Since we don't have
that would be, but it's in
ritual
6i.
Yeah, it's a ritual cast.
Or it came from 6.
Came from
I haven't
6i
touched that object though.
for this guy.
I don't
So
know
I
what
was
I'm
just
saying,
curious.
boxes or
That
anything,
person
but-
is receiving
Yeah,
something
we
like
did,
this.
so
Maybe we need to
touch it.
question
Learn
that
more
person
about the potions.
when we have an opportunity.
Yeah, I could do
Just
that.
far away.
At the next level.
Yeah, he's far
First
away
level.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we had two different conversations there. I heard this one. What were you guys
I was
talking
just asking
Use
if he had an
semantics.
identify spell so I could know what the potion was.
Yeah, some semantics.
Okay. All right.
Oh gosh, this is going to be fun. I want to see. You say burn the machine with fire is what you're saying. He's saying that he doesn't think that the silver stuff is actually a threat.
I don't
I'm
think
down
it's a
for
threat.
whatever, but
It's
I'm,
going to
I
every
lean towards
iteration.
the kill side, but
Or
I'm down
coming
to not
from.
kill.
Or coming from.
True neutral.
There's
You ever
the
play
silver stuff is
Undertale?
there is
No,
a
I heard it's amazing.
person's name on the 10th box that we know.
I know. It's when I heard that. That's when I decided to destroy the shipping labels to disrupt the shipping to wherever this is going because it's going back to our home, and I don't want whatever this is to be there.
Okay. So he ran down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Is
He gets to make a save at the end of the round, and
Okay.
if he doesn't make it, he keeps running.
He's running.
There's a ladder there.
11.
Yep, he keeps running.
Somebody go get him.
So he's almost to the entrance.
I'll go get him so I don't do anything dumb. I'm like,
You know, I support that decision.
BP for wisdom. If I stay here, I'm going to do something really dumb, so I better go help my friend.
Exactly.
All right. So
I respect it.
I must switch dice before I do that, because that one's been fucking me.
Make a dex save furthermore, because you're running out onto the dangerous cliff face at full run.
Can I use like message to tell him to stop?
Nope.
Oh, he goes tumbling. You actually, when you can
How
come
long
run
does
the.
frighten last? Can I cast
And,
Entangle?
okay, 1 whole minute.
I couldn't message on him while he's running to be like,
Can I cast
you need to,
Entangle?
like,
The issue is that the attack on him was audio, sound, so you would just be amplifying it. Because if you're familiar with Scarecrow,
Yeah.
he hits you with the
Batman
gas.
villain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hits you with the gas, and then all of a sudden you hear this horrible voice. I'm gonna eat your face.
Oh, okay. So
That's
it's
what
like
he's
you get
running
hit by
from.
Scarecrow gas.
Yeah.
So anything that approaches him is gonna
Okay.
mess with him. All right. So.
So at least you can see him tumbling down
Yeah,
the.
Dragonborn is probably
Roll a
gonna blue
d6
him.
for me.
Probably.
Okay. He's strong.
3.
If not,
You have
he'll-
3 hit points left. You fell so hard and so fast.
Shit.
The good news is it breaks the fear, but you're down at the bottom of the hill,
How far is the
boogered
bottom
up.
of the hill?
Quarter mile.
Oh.
He fell for 1,000 feet.
This ladder is not gonna
It,
work.
it wasn't a direct cliff
That
fall.
ladder's
No,
not gonna
no,
help.
it's not. Okay, it's not a cliff fall. It's just
Did
literally.
these hurt me at all? Did they cause me any damage?
They have not harmed you at
Okay.
all.
Just making sure, because I still have armor of Agathis, and I went, fuck, I hurt them again because they hurt me. Okay, just making sure.
Oh,
Because if
Trying to
I
think.
take damage, armor of Agathis throws the damage, or throws the.
ooh, that would be
back
bad.
out.
I'm trying to think. Did they?
They did.
I
they
haven't
psychic
marked any
damage.
off, but I didn't. I
Did
wanted
you
to-
did you didn't take any psychic damage?
Nobody healed, I think, is why. Right?
What's that?
I thought he did take damage, but healed. Take damage, but
He
healed.
got a status inflicted on him, but he didn't take any damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, they just conveyed
Until
the
he jumped
emotional
off a
attack.
cliff. That's what he took.
He took damage, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
he
he
took.
did. So he hurt himself, so then. his
Yeah,
armor
now
hurts
if it
him
had been
again.
Frank did get hurt. Right?
No, it just dispels at that point.
I said since
Does
he
I get
hurts
5
himself, his
temporary
armor's
points?
gonna hurt him.
Nice, nice.
That takes extra. 3
So-
hit points of damage.
This stuff.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
start
these
making
two
my
guys
way
are
down.
No, I
gone
only
for
have
right
3
now.
points.
Yeah.
so you
I don't think that
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna-
should continue any further until they get back.
Okay.
Armor of
But-
Agathis.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way down to go get him.
I'm going to, okay, so to some extent, there's some sentience, or whatever.
Yes. Every one of them, everyone that you've messed with has shown a response that looks to be sentient.
Okay, all right, so, and then there's one right
Okay,
here.
to
Right.
specifically-
Does it
melee
respond
attack.
to our
Or
proximity,
melee attack.
us coming close?
No,
No? All right, is it reflective?
totally.
Totally reflective? Was the stuff in the boxes reflective?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so it's basically the same material.
Would have been funny if it
Okay.
was like, you open up the room, so that's stupid.
So we haven't
Red
tried
flame,
communicating with this.
Firebolt, just walk out.
We have not tried communicating.
No.
I don't think my speak with animals is going to work on this one.
So,
Here
I'm gonna
is
try that.
failure to
I'm gonna try to communicate with this silver cube, and I'm just gonna look at it, I'm gonna go, I'm just gonna say hello.
Doesn't happen.
Nothing happens? Okay.
Is it faded by now? Can I make my way back in?
Yeah, I'm on my way down to.
Yeah, he's on his way down to help you climb back up. So
Beaten and bloody.
yeah.
Be like,
So,
bro,
I'm
you're a
going to the
warrior,
10th
what
box.
happened? I never seen.
Okay.
Out of everyone in the party, you're the last one I expect to see running and. Oh my god!
Roll 1 of Zombieland. Cardio.
Right, double tap.
Double tap, yep.
Yeah, so talking to it didn't seem to do anything. You do notice that it's still sitting on a platen, kind of like exactly shaped and sized below it. So it's like it was exuded into this space.
Okay. So, the 10th box.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that he attempted to,
Yes.
mark up, and it did something to his
Yes.
mind and stuff. I kneel down beside it and I say hello.
Easy.
Okay, so this guy responded.
Mhm.
It's I, Chaska Cyan.
Easy.
Not like the color.
I'm not sure if I should say I'm Marek Effersite.
Do it.
So fast.
You are for Marek Effersite, correct?
Who is it?
Is it saying who is it?
Could be.
Could be. Knock on the box.
Knocking on wood.
Yeah, just
Who dare?
me.
Me who?
Not me who, me me.
Me. No, bad joke. So Chaska
That one funny.
wasn't intended to be funny.
Why not?
I'm introducing myself.
Nobody.
Why do I care?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, you only got a cage, do you?
No, I don't have a cage.
In that case, open the box. We can be friends.
Oh. Not the room.
I've got dice. I can roll it in the character. That's right, man.
That's right.
YOLO!
It's all about the adventure.
YOLO at a time.
Do it for the views, man.
Yep. Open the box. Open the box.
Do it for
With
the
what?
one viewer at home.
You got
Let
a
me
crowbar?
see. What?
Got a crowbar?
Do I have a
You
crowbar?
will punch the box open.
We get a barbarian that'll open it.
I will
No, I'm
not
not.
be opening.
I'm not messing with that box.
I'm
You'd
done.
be in your kid if it
I'm done
was.
with those.
No, I don't
Yeah, I
have
am
a
too.
crowbar.
Okay.
Hey, you got a crowbar?
No.
No?
I'm not gonna give you one, so don't even ask.
I was gonna say, even if I did, I wouldn't give it
Let
to
me see.
you.
I
got
do.
Do you got a blade?
I
You're
have a
not
crowbar.
there.
Yeah, you're not here though.
But I'm just saying, I have a crowbar.
I'm making my way back in, so when
Right,
you
so the
go
two,
in-
yeah, you're still
Yeah.
a ways off yet.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
down a cliff.
That's what
Oh
I'm
no,
saying.
they're already back. They're climbing back up the cliff,
Okay.
but they come back up the cliff and then they gotta come inside. So it's a few rounds.
Hey, do you got a blade on you?
You have a lot of blades.
Oh, you know what? This area right here, is there
Yeah.
anything around this area that could?
I got a small.
What's
How
really
about
funny
the
is now you mentioned that the other end of the other end of the racket there looks like you're supposed that this actually goes to the end and there's a place for a crate to be sitting at the end.
Okay. There's no like hammer or anything like that. Put a lid on the crate.
Good point. No, there is. There's
There is?
a crowbar and a hammer hanging on
Okay.
the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
grab the crowbar from there.
When you pick up the
I lose the
crowbar,
same
make a
guy.
charisma save.
Damn it.
Every day.
Make a
I always
charisma
get
save?
dragged
Yeah.
in.
Every day.
When I go
I
to
like
pick up the crowbar.
You would
abilities
pick up
for
the
this
crowbar.
or whatever. I
Okay.
like
Charisma
100
save.
years.
Charisma save.
All right. 1. It caws at me.
Mhm.
The crowbar caws at me.
Of course it does.
Bar.
I hate everything.
Oh, jeez. All right. I back away from
So
it.
good.
When you back away, it goes. What are we doing, boss?
Opening a box.
Where's it going?
It's supposed to be going over to Selk, but I need to double check its contents.
You Merrick?
No, I'm an emissary from Merrick, though.
Emissary. That's a big word.
Yeah, bigger for me. So let's go check out this box.
Was it a malfunction?
I'm not sure yet. That's why I'm opening it.
You got the cage?
The cage. Why do I need a cage?
If you open the box without the cage, you'll be sorry.
Ah, okay. Where's the cage at?
Oh, usually it's here, but if it's not here, that means that Wilberforce took it with him.
Wilberforce.
Mhm.
I say still open the box, man.
Okay. All right. Well, then I
What's
must
in
need.
the
I first did need to get the
Exactly.
cage then.
Okay,
The
good
mystery
idea.
box.
Thank you, crowbar.
No problem.
Crowbar. That was bad.
Oh, if you need, you should be able to tell me what the countersign is. Keep me from doing that. What does you have to say when you pick it up?
A crowbar?
Yeah, to pick up a crowbar to keep it from going off.
I wouldn't know.
Look! There's a scarecrow! What? Where?
That.
Because then the crow will be quiet, because there's only a beak.
Okay. All right. So we need a cage to open one of these boxes. At least I've been advised that we shouldn't open one unless we.
About this time, they
I
come
didn't
walking
want
down
to
the
open it to
hallway.
begin with.
He's
Oh,
he
I
is
didn't
mess
he
with
is
that.
bruised and boogered up bad.
Yeah.
It's like he went 4 rounds with Sonny Liston or something.
All right.
Percival.
all right.
Healing potion.
Yeah, I would have at least drank one
Yeah,
before
well.
I.
Walking
Save
up the
me the
hill or
trouble.
something.
Speaking of that, yeah. What is it? My stuff's correct.
There's a hammer still besides the crowbar.
2d4 plus 4. Is that
I
right?
ain't gonna mess with the hammer.
3.
I think it might be plus
Five.
2. but I think
5
it's
plus 4. It's 5 plus 4.
Do what?
5 plus 4.
Everyone keeps getting 9 for a healing potion.
No, he got an 11. One of his.
I
One,
used
yeah.
one.
So, there's no crate down here.
There's no crate there.
Okay. Is this on like a conveyor type belt?
Oh, well, only rudimentarily. It looks like there's a surface that it would be as shiny and smooth as the thing that it might be
Okay.
sitting on.
But there's no cage here.
That's correct.
So something happens when you put them in the box
This is what
that
it was.
requires you to have a cage when you let them
Hit
out.
4
Yes.
bottles.
Okay. So this
each
one
of
isn't.
healing potion. Each.
This one isn't
2.
alive
Two?
yet.
They were
Don't know.
Yeah,
two,
each
right?
with 2 doses.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it didn't respond to
I
me.
just wrote
That's
6
true.
healing potions, so I know.
Okay. The other
You got
one
4
responded
bottles,
to me.
though.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to this one right here. I'm gonna just
Mhm.
knock on the box.
Where's it?
Okay. No one. All right. So they've.
I don't
all-
know no one. You're not an emissary, are you?
I'm gonna grab him.
A
Listen to
messenger.
the Cyclops in the Odyssey.
I love him.
So
I'm gonna walk up to Chaska and say, What are you doing? Stop.
I'm trying to communicate with these things.
Leave them alone. They have some way of getting in your head. Just leave them alone. These are not safe.
I'm just gonna raise my finger. There's a little burning in the front.
Lauren,
And
let's not do that.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna walk
let's-
to the end of the hall, around this corner,
Okay.
poke my head around the corner, and just take a look. See,
Oh.
I'm done with these boxes, and I'm moving on.
I am
The
following
The
action.
boxes are.
I'm gonna
I
pick up the ladder and
explained to
keep
you
going.
guys that just came back.
Alright, you can hold the
You know,
ladder.
what is it
Well, you left
transpired.
it there.
I did.
More boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are stacked though.
Oh, these
I
are
w-
stacked.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to look out too as well.
Just inside the
I'm
wall.
just-
Just inside the corner.
This one's there.
I'm taking the ladder with
Are
me.
they?
I'm not like walking around the corner. I'm just kind of doing the whole.
Yeah, and you see another stack of boxes. These are all open, lids beside them.
Okay. So
Open
Oh,
lids.
okay. Open boxes. Okay. So there's nothing in these boxes yet. So these are the boxes that go over here for these things.
Do I see whatever is at the end of that hall?
Yeah, you see a large windlass, for lack of a better term, your nautical awareness, a turnstile-looking thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a big ring with handles
Yeah. So like to winch the.
to raise chains or lower drawbridges, open gates.
Gates.
Charge ladder. Okay. So I'm still kind of looking at this machine right
Yep.
here.
Yep.
I'm looking for, just looking at.
There
does
is
it have
a
any
there is a
particular
there
runes
there
on
are
it?
there are 4 rows of characters on the side on the
Like hieroglyphics?
They look like, for lack of a better term, they look like the buttons off a shirt with numbers on them,
Buttons off the shirt with numbers.
numbers and letters.
Numbers and letters? Do I see
4
like
rows.
a 1 eye, a 2 eye?
You see, well, no, you just see a 1 and an I, and yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. So there's a door right here. Okay. All right.
So you went over to the door.
Mhm.
Okay. It doesn't appear to be locked. You can actually see the crack. It's hanging loosely in the door frame. About this time, you hear for the second time that horrible roaring sound from somewhere deep underneath.
Through the door.
Coming, it seems to be coming from beyond the door.
What are the odds that Fifi could get up here from down there?
How big is this door? Fifi sized door?
The door could be Fifi size, yeah.
Well, Fifi wasn't a large dragon.
No.
No. It was like a.
It's over me.
Teenager.
It's a young, and it's over 20 feet long,
Still,
but it's
it
not
could
very
be
wide.
A door.
Oh, okay. It's just.
As long as it folds its wings in, it can navigate even down to a 5-foot passage.
Okay.
Still,
Can I peek in the crack?
yeah. Peek in the crack, you see darkness.
Darkness.
Okay.
Lightly push the door. Does it creak? Does it make noise as I push it
How hard are you pushing?
with the finger?
So yeah, it doesn't creak for the first inch and a half, and you feel kind of confident. You start to push a lot farther.
All right.
Um,
Now what do I see?
And
Is it
then
still
I
dark?
Okay,
turn
no.
do their thing.
face that door, and I'm readying Eldritch Blast just in case something decides to peek his head through. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Good at scores up.
Going to die down here.
I've accepted it.
This is looks like like a mind wall. Like they've been
kidding.
working this wall. So there's
Yes.
there's chisel marks, and then the pike they chisel across, and then
It's
they use
unfinished.
a pick, and they're working the wall.
Is there any light
Yes.
sources?
What it suggests is that all the stories about mine one not being an active mine is a lie.
Okay. No light sources in there?
Don't need it. The entire wall scintillates with a deep purple glow.
Interesting.
Only after you open the door and are within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
So that area is
That's us.
unfinished mining.
And it looks like they're mining a powdery crystalline substance.
Oh, there it looks
No,
like so there's
crystalline.
something in
It's
there
the
mining.
same powdery substance that makes airships fly.
I'm gonna look
No,
back.
it doesn't seem to be, because this is a scintillating multicolors. It looks gray only because you're seeing so much of
Is
it.
it anything my character would know? Is it a common material or is it something we don't know?
Well,
It
we haven't even
doesn't
been in the room
doesn't
yet.
fit any.
Description we know.
Yeah, the only thing that it might be is the suspension in the little crystal vial might be actually some of this.
Are we going in here?
Oh, the crystal vial that we found
But he-
might be some of this stuff. I'd say light it up. How many creatures are in there?
No creatures.
Oh, there's no creatures in there.
Just
Oh, I
the
thought there
crystal.
was.
Yeah,
As far as we
mining.
are aware.
No, I said no. I'm just saying that it's
The loud noise.
the whole
came
story
from
about
there.
it being an inactive mine was the fact that it supposedly was mined out. There wasn't anything left to mine.
Oh.
You walked in this room and this entire wall is being worked.
Okay.
Like actively being worked?
No, recently. There's nobody.
Okay.
There's nobody here working it.
Nobody at this point in time.
Right.
Um,
That's a very sharp point to put on it.
okay.
Not at this time.
All right. So while you guys are investigating that, I'm gonna look on here. Are there buttons on this thing to create shipping labels, or is there any area on this that would create?
Well,
a
right
shipping-
beside where the letters are, there is a flat piece of slate-like material. It's just parallel to it. So literally, it looks like you don't know until you push the buttons, but there's just a gray.
Is there a full alphabet?
Yes.
Is it
And
the
back-
QWERTY?
What's that?
The QWERTY?
No.
Azerte.
Okay, so but there is a full alphabet.
It's alphabetical. And the number row is the bottom row.
And
It's
we're in the
4
seventh.
rows of 6, I think it's 24.
We're in the 7th iteration, right?
What's that?
We're in the 7th iteration, the 8th.
If there was an it, but there aren't any its anymore.
Okay.
We call this the now.
The now.
Somebody
I'm
made
just
sure.
wondering if
somebody
I
made sure there would
could-
never be any its. And the question that started this campaign, that when I first started this 2 years ago now, is this an iteration? Is the cycle still continuing, or is it not?
So I'm just wondering if I should take one of these boxes. I'm pontificating right now. Put it on the end there and mail one of these to myself.
I was just gonna smash the box so you get no.
You're gonna what? I think there's somebody going to be standing over in the corner going, no, 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 no,
Where
no,
would
no,
we mail
no,
it?
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Where would you mail it to yourself?
Broken ship.
No, mail it to Selk.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Chaska.
Yeah, that way there's
So-
twice as much there instead of 0.
Well, it's going to someone. Now, so far, if these things were evil and sentient
Who's the
and
most
could attack
impressive
us,
horde
they
I
would have
know of in this
attacked us.
world? I want to send them one.
they they still have opportunity to mess with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The white church, their whole thing is purification, right?
Right.
Send them all fucking there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's send it to
That,
someone.
that their whole thing is purification or destruction. They just get rid of them.
Well, I think what happens is when we put a box right here, we type something into it, this thing moves over, gets deposited in the box, and the shipping label's created and put on the box. I think that's what occurs, and that's when the item becomes alive, so to speak.
But we don't.
We
What
don't
if
know
we
what
put-
it is, we don't know what it does.
What if we put our name on it, and that's just like putting a hit on ourselves? Like, they're like, how did this box with this random
Yeah.
name get here? Let's go to this address.
Well,
and-
that's, I mean, people
Here's
that
the
are
thing.
putting this stuff together, they're just probably workers. They are not
The
necessarily often the questions that.
Crowbar told you not to open it without a cage.
Right.
These are being sent to people who I'm going to assume
Don't have a cage?
don't have a cage.
Oh, don't have a cage. Yeah. So when they open the box, this thing attacks them.
Exactly.
Possibly.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Let's send them to Alistair, Ophelia, Olivia. Like, let's send them to all these important people. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Assassinate
we have these
people.
ultimate weapons right here.
Send
Let's
them
start
to the
sending
dragon.
them
The postal service was the ultimate weapon all
That's what
along.
I'm saying. Like, we have these unlimited weapons.
Well, that's
Let's
because they were
send-
revolting against email.
Let's start sending
To the
them.
dragon up
That's
on
what
the
I'm saying.
hill.
Let's send him to Baghdad. Let's send it to the Ranger. Let's send it everywhere. Let's just start kicking
Dragon
people
on the
off.
To Wendigo.
Dragon on hill.
Let's figure out the weakness and then
Send
send him
to
to
first
everybody.
row.
The other thing is,
Town.
we don't know what their purpose is. These could be
You hear whistling approaching.
Workers coming.
Can I have stealth mode?
Whistle while you work. Hey, which direction is the whistling coming from?
House.
Deeper inside.
I can't go
Down here?
Yeah.
I was gonna roll stealth.
Alright, so I'm
but
gonna
I got a
just
ladder,
kind of
so-
be watching for it as I'm. We don't know what the purpose is. We don't know if these are take them over and they
Well, if there's
become-
somebody coming, we need to like ambush them. So let's move into that room.
I'm just gonna let it be said I'm very down to keep the peace. I'm also down to bring the ruckus. So
Okay.
let me know.
I agree with that. I'll move into here, and
Shut
as
the
soon as
door.
they come in the,
Sure.
the room, ambush them.
Let's move.
You know, like
Top,
Tom
top.
said, bring
Frank and Friends gonna give it to you.
You hear a door close someplace in
I'm going with the
relatively
ladder.
closely.
A door
Taking
closed.
that ladder
Yeah.
with you, no matter
Bring that
what.
ladder
Okay.
with me, Frank.
So a door closed on us. I mean, not a door closed on us, but a
Blocking.
door closed in the.
That's what I wanted.
Somewhere farther in.
I'm gonna wait
somewhere
though.
further
I'm
in.
gonna wait for the perfect moment.
But
You can
it's
climb
got to be
over.
close enough for us to hear.
I'm gonna wait until we're in the room and I'm gonna prop a door shut.
Jackie Chan.
He was the first one who was whistling.
I'm gonna put it straight up and climb it.
Alright. Quietly closing the door behind us. How long does it take to set up a bear trap?
To what?
Set up a bear trap.
Just one round if you've got
We
one.
need to set up a bear trap.
Pin him in the door. It becomes a fatal funnel.
1, 2.
Oh, 3, 1.
All the 7 dwarves.
Just 5.
Yeah, if they got a funnel, I'm burning hands down the funnel.
Well, no, I'm saying that
But-
we turn that door into a funnel that they can't get through.
That's
Put a
what I'm
clog
saying.
in the funnel,
That's what I'm saying. Once they're clogged, I
and then we
can
just beat them with range.
spell down.
Okay. So bring them down past the turnstile. When they get to the turnstile, they all take positions in a circle around it. Rub their hands, spit in their palms, start shoving the
And they are
Turnstiles.
dwarves.
definitely dwarves.
To be fair, some of them have metal armor,
Which
so
is
they spit
dwarves.
in metal hands.
Okay, so now we have dwarves.
And they're spinning the turnstile.
Yep, they're spinning the turnstile.
They're
Is
making-
anything moving or happening?
You hear a grinding sound.
That's it.
they're making cat beats.
And as the grinding sound starts, which is deep and low pitched sound, a high pitched sound starts to come from the metal machine.
Open the box.
That runs the machine.
Okay.
You hear them count out as they go by. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, boys. 5. You hear a metal clinking sound. All right, locked in place. That'll give us a good 2 hours. Let's get to work. They come around the corner. And then you're obviously down in that area, but they are here for shipping and distribution.
I'll give him a good 2 hours.
A good 2 hours, not even like a lame 2 hours.
We shut the door, right?
Yeah.
We did. It's gonna creak if we open it though.
So, the one in the room there is basically picking up a crate, bring it to the door, hand it to the next one. Next one puts it in line. You'll hear the clicking of the keys. You hear some stripping, weird, like a ripping sound. And at the end, you'll hear almost sounds like a female scream as the material gets clumped into the box.
And there's a roof to all this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the ground. I'm gonna attempt to stealthily crack the door where I can just
Okay,
see
we've already determined that the first 2 inches is fine. You can open the door
as far as
2
I'm
inches.
opening it, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so the dwarves you see working here are grim. They're very dour, very severe. Their beards are very well neatly trimmed at about 4 inches of length. They don't let their beards grow to any extreme length.
What I'm gonna say is try and see if they're making noise and time it to open the door with like a hammer slam or something.
Be somebody more dexterous than myself.
It takes them a full 20 minutes to process one box. So in 2 hours, how many boxes will they be able to process?
Oh no, math.
Yeah.
My biggest weakness.
6 boxes.
I've used the counter spell. No, stop!
He was afraid of
Quantum!
he was afraid of the black powder and everything. It's like, numbers, no!
You brought the greatest weapon of all, algebra!
I am an English major. I don't want to.
Like I said, the best bet is to try to open this door and fight him, or keep pushing down the tunnel. Or we
We're in a closed room.
This is closed off.
Then.
Or does it go further in?
Like I said, try and wait
No,
until they.
you're at a
hammer.
workable mind face is where you're at.
Can I see if there's? Never mind.
Well, there's only one way out then.
No, this
Yeah,
is just
he's-
have.
So it's either through them or waiting for them to pass. and
Yep.
see what
You either
happens.
give them 2 hours or you don't.
Are we gonna wait for 2 hours for these guys, or are we gonna,
Fight him.
they're running the boxes right now. They're filling them with the
They
stuff.
calculated it'll take about 20 minutes for them to process one of the boxes.
And they've got enough time to do 6,
Enough time to do 6.
which is 2 hours.
What I told him is, if we wait till like a hammer slam, some type of noise they make to open the door, that's our best bet. If we were gonna fight him, if not, we just sit in here and wait.
The one advantage is that by being able to watch them work, you realize they did not bring any gear with them to do any mining, so they apparently aren't going to be working the mine face at all. So they're probably not going to even come to the room where you are.
So we wait until they're done and leave. We go out, murder them.
You'll also have 6 more boxes to
We
look
can
at.
try the tip to map different.
6 what?
6
Six more
Six
boxes.
boxes.
6 more boxes.
Okay.
I'm down to wait. I'm down to wait till they work and then kill them. Like I'm just to get the boxes. Like I'm down for whatever.
As they're leaving,
Yeah.
I kind of want to try to see.
Did they
if
have
we
any
can just,
weapons
like,
on them?
Yeah, they're like protective gear. They're
In this world, you always have your
weapon at their hip.
Like a hammer.
I kind of want to see if we can draw one in. We just one at a time, these guys.
Maybe if you like make a noise that he'll see it's cracked and want to
Like,
come and
Draw
draw
my
it.
dagger and make it ding 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 ding. I can go.
Or just like,
use
have the
message
door
line
slowly
navigation.
open, just kind of like, like that, partially open, just so
What
it
if I
draws
use
his attention.
message to like act
Actually, I
I'm
like
some
that
type of
idea.
god?
Is everybody for that? Draw one in.
I'm down.
All right, so I'm gonna move you a little bit.
I want to be out of range.
10 feet
One
from the
of
door.
Mhm.
Reach out with the glaive and just until it makes a sound, and then just withdraw the blade just enough so the blade's touching the door and they won't see it.
Yeah, no problem.
It's lit up in this room, right?
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, the room is almost like ballroom light because of all of you being in there. Because one of you in the room caused it to glow. By the time all of you are in there, it's like daylight in that coming off that wall.
Oh, it's that bright in here?
Yeah,
I'm having second thoughts about that.
because the door opening will show that light out into the hallway.
Yeah. Second thoughts about that. Just our presence is making it go off?
Apparently,
Is it the closer we are to the wall?
yes,
Closer we are to this wall?
yes.
Okay, so the further we get away from it, the
So
dimmer it
I'm the
gets.
closest. I wanna
Yeah,
walk
but
away.
if with this many people in the room, it won't ever go back
It's
below
not- it's
daylight,
not
below
Say I
torchlight.
I want to burn the wall.
And it's uniform purplish
We're
color,
afraid of
remember?
frostage.
And then fireball.
Well, see, what I was gonna say is
Are
the
you supposed
message
to take
you
off
got
all of our clothes and we
is right
hang it
there
on the
and tell them to
wall,
come in the room
and
or
we have a
something.
curtain.
Oh, you have like a mental
Well, it's a
message?
message. It's a whisper. Like you hear it as a whisper.
You have to know the person or be able to
you?
see them. Yeah, message is somebody, you have to either know them or see them. So you can use message on your friends no matter where they are, but if you're gonna message somebody else, you've got to be able to see
through
them.
the door and do it right though.
Yes.
The door opens about 2
But they will hear it
inches.
coming from the direction that you are.
Yeah, but only he would hear it.
That's true.
The door opens about 2 inches without making any noise. I could turn into a mouse or something and
There is that.
spy on them.
Or
Yeah, let's
try and
wait.
Drag him in.
I say we should wait.
I'm down for whatever.
Sorry.
Wait.
You want to spy? You can turn into a mouse and go spy. if you
I
want.
would like to do that, yes.
Short rest right now.
We could short rest.
You could short rest. Well, no, for sure. Short rest is 4? No, it's 2 hours. 4 hours.
No, it's 45 minutes, right? Short.
An hour, I think.
45 minutes the least to like
Minimum an hour
2
for
hours.
sure.
Oh,
But
could
that
get a
depends
kite
on the
back
world.
then.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because those spells back.
Well, then let's do a short rest. Let's wait
You
up
get
to
your
2
key
hours.
points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a hit die.
I could get mad again.
Do we
I
want to
think.
short rest it first?
I think my rage
Get a
resets.
rage back.
That's fine. I only needed 3 to get to max.
Nice.
Okay, so you're gonna go
I would like to, yes.
Okay. turn into a mouse
So
and
we're
go.
taking a short rest while he does it.
Short rest.
So you get to do mouse things for an hour.
Yes, I should make sure that I'm back before
I get
it wears off.
all of my spell
'Cause I
slots
only
back
get
in a
1
short
hour.
rest.
Yeah.
I love the Warlock now.
What's that?
I get all my spell slots back in a short rest for the Warlock.
Yeah, they're the only class that does that, right?
Because
Wizards,
I only have 2.
yeah, wizards get like some. Sorcerers need all of it.
Okay,
Well, do
so
one
you go
rest.
sneaking out as a mouse. Where are you headed?
I would
don't
like
get
to
my,
just sort of, hugging the wall a little
Mhm.
bit. Just sort of keep an eye on, like, everything that's going on in that room.
Okay, you get past the first 2. But the wizardy looking one looks over and looks right at you and goes, "Oh, aren't you the cutest little spy ever?"
Spy.
Did any of
knows
us here
already?
say that?
No.
It saw through the wild shape.
No. It just noticed you.
Oh.
You don't know that. It called you a spy because of other reasons, but you don't know that. He goes, "I have just the thing for you." He reaches into his pocket.
They start running. Start watching them.
Yeah, you guys are hearing this.
I haven't heard any
No.
of it yet.
Oh,
No,
okay.
because they're by the machine. The machine's making noise.
Mhm.
So it's talking to you. It pulls out a
Yeah, I'm back
longish
on my
knife
short rest.
Okay.
and a
We're
block
all
of
resting,
cheese.
by the way.
Yeah, so you got 45
Oh,
minutes.
It's gonna give you some
Open.
cheese,
Cuts a
man.
chunk off the cheese, drops on the floor, close to itself. Come on now, buddy. Come on. Guys, check this out. He reaches into the pack and pulls out a block that looks almost like cheese. It's kind of a whitish color. It's got like a bit of marbling of a deeper yellow. He cuts
It's
it.
a brick.
He cuts it.
Exactly what I thought he was about to say.
Every time I wild shape, something bad happens.
Cuts another chunk off and lays it down right beside it. When it lays it down beside it, you have to make a charisma save.
Oh, that's my worst one. That is a natural 20.
Okay. Whatever that is does not smell quite right to you.
Okay.
Cheese smells good, but the other, because your heightened senses, there's something just not right about it.
Take the cheese.
I don't like that the cheese is a lie.
Take the cheese.
Do it.
Take the cheese.
I take a bite of the not awful looking cheese in an attempt to continue to be a mouse and not a spy as a mouse.
So you're going to eat the cheese, not the non-cheese stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So you're chunking away on the cheese. Because, guys, I told you, check it out. And they come over, they're looking down, they go, "Oh, I don't see anything." He goes, "No, watch. cuts another piece of the other creamy material, drops it down beside it.
I still
You're
don't.
still choosing just the cheese? I told you, I don't think these things like the stuff. We're gonna have to come up with a way to get them to eat it. Everyone goes, okay. The guy goes, oh, I got it. He goes back and he gets a loaf of bread. Comes over and tears some of the bread up and drops it down beside
See,
it.
this would have been a perfect time to sneak up on him and beat him up.
Make a charisma save.
Or else like
While
kick
they're
back,
Fireball.
chilling.
That's an 11.
Okay. All of a sudden, that other stuff doesn't smell quite so bad because the aroma of the fresh bread seems to enhance its appeal. It actually smells better near the bread.
Can I like make a wisdom save and try to eat just the bread?
Sure.
That is another natural 20. I'm glad I'm rolling well now.
Okay. You walk right over. You clearly like bat the stuff away from the.
Mmm.
Yeah. Here are these two pieces.
Mouth gets to it and
It's free food.
Oh, damn.
and they're so little they just see it go flying by.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they certainly haven't posed a threat.
Okay. And about this time, go ahead and make a dex save because this is about the time they slammed a little bowl over the top of you and the cheese.
Yes. Okay, that's salvageable. It's a 23.
Yeah. You go
Salvageable.
shooting away. The other one goes, damn it.
I like to dart like past the door.
Sure. So you're going back out?
Yes.
Okay. So you go back to your friends. As you're heading back to your friends, the guy back there, they yell at him, Mouse! He tries to make a grab for you.
Mhm.
Bare hands. Because of your size, he's at disadvantage. He's going to miss. So he basically slams into the door.
Like
Into
a
this
chicken.
door,
Yeah.
we're resting, so
And it
you
flies
have to fight
open.
him by yourself.
and it flies open. He's in
The door
room.
flies open?
Yeah,
He-
he followed the mouse.
They were very
Why
interested
did
in
you
this
run to the
mouse.
room?
I'm within 10 feet of the door. I'm gonna hit some bitch.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
Okay.
Are we resting? Or does it matter?
We were.
No, but
The rest was interrupted because
resting is just doing nothing.
No, rest is just rest. So.
You're
We're just
chilling.
kicking it.
All right.
So you could.
It's 21.
Oh yeah, you hit him hard.
I was not ready for this. Was not the
I'm trying to gather information for the greater good for everyone. You guys are just napping.
I forgot my
How was I supposed to know that they had an obsession with mice?
11.
11. Oh, he
Why
goes
does your
down. He
breath
goes down
smell
on
like
a lump.
cheese?
Hashtag no more wild shade.
Close the door.
Yes.
Pull him in and close the door.
Yeah. Drag him in. Shut
Okay.
the door.
The mouse could just be sitting at the door going.
Pile of blood.
Rub your face in his blood and go back
Yeah.
out there.
Like war paint, you just walk out there and look at him.
Go.
I need more
It's
sheets.
the rabbit from the
Yeah,
Holy
exactly.
Grail.
Oh God.
This is the rabbit from the Holy Grail.
Yep.
Well, he's been close to those rabbits, so he would know. She would know.
Okay, so one dwarf done.
Yep. But he's in the room with you.
And he has him restrained.
He's dead.
Dead.
No, he's not dead. He's
Oh,
down.
he's not dead?
No, I don't imagine you were trying to kill him. You just take
This
it
was
down.
more of a panicked reaction.
Yeah, I hit him with a blade, so I was going for. I wasn't
Okay,
going
well, he's
for
bleeding.
knockout. Yeah.
He's bleeding.
Okay, so
But he's out.
What's that?
He's unconscious.
Yes, he's
Okay.
unconscious.
All right, loot him.
I like to unwild shade past
I'll
the door.
fix that unconsciousness with a
Glaive to the throat.
stick
Okay.
and twist
Okay.
move.
You've killed a grim.
An innocent dwarf.
I'm taking one of his dwarf
He
big
wakes
toes.
up, he screams, that's us.
Yep, that's true.
Also, I'm a pirate.
All right. Oh, you're.
I'm taking his
Okay,
big
he's dead.
toe as a trophy.
His what?
His big toe.
Taking trophies from my kills. Just any kill.
Anything dead.
He's gonna walk by and find a roadkill from a wagon hit, and he's gonna take
Tails mine.
trophies from-
Um,
Pretty soon he's gonna smell too from all the
I
dying.
know. I'm
decaying.
thinking. Yeah, there's a little funk odor following him around.
Are there any like
I'm a dragon. It doesn't
tools
bother
or
me.
anything
True.
he has on him that would be like might have something to do with the machine? Paperwork? Or
Yeah, he has a
anything like that?
crowbar.
A crowbar.
Don't pick it up.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the crowbar.
Does he have any like paperwork or anything, orders, like
No.
a list of all of this stuff?
Nope, this was just a guy that was carrying boxes.
Okay.
They're gonna get curious where this guy went.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's-
the fortunate thing is
Alright,
that
good master
apparently
faces,
these
so quick.
guys are at least a little bit easier. This guy to take down than
Then they grow on.
yeah. So these guys might be an easy fight. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood.
We should definitely take one alive and question him.
Yeah, find out what's going on, who they're working for.
Garrick! Hey, Garrick!
Someone impersonate him. Just a minute.
Pause for 2 seconds. I want to check. I'm checking something with my Mask of Many Faces because I'm not for sure if I can change
Change
size. or not.
size.
A foot shorter.
Cast a
taller.
size.
Every
Disguise self. Just
time
at
I
will.
wild shape, something wacky happens.
I know. I'm hoping. Derek. Disguise self. Make yourself 1 foot. Yep, you're right. 1 foot taller or shorter. Appear. Fuck. I'm much more taller than the dwarf.
You could try it anyways.
How
Would
tall
you get
am I?
taller?
You could try dwarfing it.
What's that?
Tim Conway, dwarf.
Walk on your knees.
Yeah,
That's
walk
what
on
I'm
your knees and just tie shoes to
Put
your
his shoes in
kneecaps.
Just open the door like,
Well,
Shane, I'm going to
be
the
a tall
bathroom.
dwarf, but I could. I'm gonna. How tall was that dwarf? Would you say?
Why not let the guy come in? Bash him on the head.
Well, I'm attempting to bring somebody else in.
Yeah, you could
I'll
say,
just
"Hey
disguise-
Frank, I caught the mouse."
I'm gonna disguise self into that dwarf. I'll be a foot shorter, so I'm now 4'8". Or appear for 4'8". I'll open the door back up and go, "Hey, one of y'all come here. I need you to look at something."
Yeah, we know about the sparkly wall. You told us last time. We're not interested.
There's something else in here. Come take a look at this.
You got a sore throat or something, Garrick? You don't sound like yourself.
That's why you need to come in here. There's something in here. The wall's doing something
Fireball
weird.
and Readying my weapon.
Yeah, I want to be out of sight so when they come in, like, I'm not just
You hear
standing in the middle of the-
you hear a sharp whistle and silence. You hear the machine winding down.
Alright, I'll walk into the hallway a little bit. What's the robots, y'all? Be like, guys, come on! I think this is something we need to check on.
You guys already have initiative, so I gotta check for my bad guys.
Oh, we keep our old.
Yeah, what's that?
I didn't realize that we'd keep our old.
Yeah,
one.
you roll once for the game. It makes it easier.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll go last.
I wish I knew
Okay.
that.
It's at the very first session. Very first time we rolled initiative. Yeah, so you just roll for the session. That way it makes it easier. Just start where you started.
Yeah,
You have to
makes sense.
remember and figure it all out again and all of that. So our previous 20 was you anyway, right?
Yep.
So
Does it appear that they're becoming aggressive and agitated?
well, the first thing you'll see is a shield come around the corner. Dwarf looking over the shield. What's going on, Garrick?
I'll, as I see the shield, so he doesn't see my face completely, 'cause
Uh-huh.
I'll turn around and go, "Come on!" And I'll walk back in the room.
Isn't your face the only thing he recognizes?
No, my whole body turns.
Must
Looks,
have
I
been
look
my
exactly
imagination.
like that.
But I'm saying, wouldn't you want him to see
The
your
door
face?
open in or out? In?
Of course, my model doesn't. So.
Anything for you to be a liar.
Exactly.
Would like
Yeah,
to
I
be-
look 100% just like that before, unless I'm taller, because I can only get so short.
We're not in front of the door.
No, I
Nobody
know.
can see us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
when I come in,
I like where
I
I'm
got
at right
mine.
now.
I'm gonna hinge around the door, so I'm at that 10 foot. So as soon as they walk in, I can clean over the head,
Right.
and I'm just gonna hold right there, and start coughing violently, like.
on the door so we could push it closed? On whoever comes in.
I was already ready.
I'm back here. Choking in here.
You're not supposed to be in there. What are you doing in there? That's where the blend work. Ah, crap! Blend magic. I hate it. But I don't hear anything. Is there a Discord in there with you?
I'm just gonna leave it silent.
Ah, shit! They cast silence. Get ready, boys.
And I'm just gonna hold my action.
And you're holding your actions, and they think
Two
that
swing and
they
glaive.
think a blend attack is coming, so they're holding their action.
Stalemate.
So for a full
So-
6 seconds, go round.
I'm
Unless-
standing there ready.
Unless
door
you guys
open?
respond, the door is open.
I can shoot a blast down the hall to get all if you want. If not, we could wait. and
You'd
let
have to
them come
step
in.
where you can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We're
Look.
trying to draw him in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just wait.
So why don't you just shut the door, push against the door like it's gonna shut. That might draw their curiosity more.
Okay. I'll go, God, help! And I'll kind of just tap the door.
They do their spellcaster steps forward, and go ahead and make your deck save because he's thunder waving the door.
Oh, I'm not in front of the door. I'm 10 feet from the edge of the door where I'm just inside.
He's
Okay.
pushing the show.
Anybody that walks in will be
I got
just
you.
my reach.
I got you, but the issue is he's going to thunder wave the door, so the door is going to slam open. And if you're standing behind the door, which you would be,
Got him.
the door is going to slam into you.
So it'd be Dex.
I think it's actually Constitution.
With Thunderwave.
Thunderwave?
Uh,
No, thunder waves to withstand. That's
But
right.
this is not the it's not the spell that's affecting
spell's
this.
an
It's
Oh,
the door
the door.
slamming open.
The door
my
is
bad.
Straight roll.
27.
6.
6?
Yes.
Good old 5 impact damage.
Ow.
Oh.
There you go. Now it's time.
Now the doorway is standing open. Can't see you yet. As it slammed open, it would make it's like the druid and Frank visible from his vantage. So first thing that they're going to see is you, and the voice says, "Oh, brought the girlie down here and didn't want to share her, eh?"
Yeah,
Well, now that was rude.
that was incredibly rude of you.
You guys didn't see that. Mira rolling into a BP for pantomime. Holy moly. That was a come hither from the dying, please was coming.
The only problem is there's a half orc standing back behind her.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Probably going.
Okay, so your action was first. Next action to you.
Next action is me. I just noticed the door.
Slam into your friend.
Does that kill my action that I was holding since I get hit by the door?
No, you were gonna hit the. What were you gonna? You're gonna hit
I
them
was
if they
just
came in
waiting
the door.
for somebody to walk into.
Right, and they haven't entered the room yet, so
Okay.
you're still
You're also
holding.
looking at the door.
Yeah, you sit and look at the back of the door. It doesn't negate your action, but your deck save was to try to get you out of the way.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So you try to get out, but it's not fast
I'm just
enough.
gonna maneuver back over here.
Okay.
I'm waiting for them to come into the room.
Yep. All right, and that'd be Frank's. No.
I'm on.
Yeah, you're always after. Well, you were after
That
them.
was it's me, him,
Actually,
You
who's
were
that? Who?
after me.
Wait a second. You were. Yeah, I know.
I'm after
me,
Frank.
him,
No.
Frank.
Okay, what was your initiative?
4.
Oh,
His was
You were
9.
9.
9.
His
Okay.
was 1.
Yes, actually, the
Sure
bad guys.
was.
Bad guys now actually act first.
You were 20. I was what, 17, 18?
Something like that. I think 18. Whack.
I'm
Yeah, I
really
know,
glad I
I
rolled
know.
2 nat 20s and I prepared to not hit a single attack.
How'd you do?
The 19.
Oh, you hit him.
Little D10. 6 plus 4, so 10 damage.
Nope, I'll get that next up.
Ow. Thump.
Actually,
So,
They, as they come in, they go, "What the hell?"
shut the door.
They go, "Garrick! Holy, they killed Garrick!"
they killed Kenny.
The bastard.
All right. Hopefully these are not lawful good dwarves.
I think I'm gonna take care of
If
their
they are,
actions.
there's no
They
witnesses.
would.
Wow.
So since I held back, do I get to take an action now?
You didn't ready anything.
You have to. When it's your turn for an action, you can back off, but then you say, "I'm holding my action
Oh,
for."
okay, okay. I'll just wait until next.
Okay. But they come in, and if it hadn't been for the fact that Garrick's body is still on the floor, they might not have attacked. But because the fact that Garrick's on the ground and bloody mess,
Seems
and
understandable.
the sad thing is, it means they have to attack the girl first. Is that how bad is that?
wish I
Wow,
had-
chivalry is
Chivalry is
dead.
among the grim, actually, you're an elf. You're not. You're just slightly above plant life. So that'd be a.
Oh yeah, I still look like a dwarf. I forgot to
18
drop
and
this
a
guy,
24.
Both hit.
They're like,
It's a cool implication because it's at will. I can do whatever I want to. It doesn't cost me anything.
10 and 6 is 16
is that
plus
a
4.
warlock feat? Or
20.
It's
I
it's
am
implication,
unconscious.
so I get
She goes down.
sort of a feat.
That's for Garrick!
Right now I
Um,
have two.
I
He
did
did
nothing
10
to
points of
Garrick.
damage on that creature, it didn't fall?
BC.
No.
Okay. On the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one where I can read anything.
Okay,
That's dope.
and they are done, so now it goes to.
So you're down?
I am down.
That
Frank.
sucks.
In one run?
Yeah, in one hit. They
One
they
right
they,
there.
they
They did
basically.
18.
Which one got hurt?
They both attacked
The
me and
left
they did
one.
18
This one?
damage.
No,
in
the one with the.
one
That,
swing.
that one.
I will stand.
All you in chat, press F to pay respects.
Rage
He said that's
And
show
attack.
me.
with my great axe. One.
You got it? Oh, you already used
Oh,
your point.
one.
BPs do what?
BP lets you reroll.
I'm gonna use one.
Using your BP.
Burn in a BP.
I'm saving those.
For the mo-
Oh
my God.
yes! That couldn't have gone better.
Really?
No, I'm using my second.
Yeah, that's
This
it.
is
It's impossible.
This is okay. This is orc versus dwarf. There's not a better pitched fight right here.
There we
Oh.
go. I used 2 BP.
Two
on
BPs
that.
to get one hit.
All right.
Okay, roll damage.
And one
It's okay, because you probably would have hit Ayula on the one.
Oh, I get my Hexblades first.
Plus 5, so 12 damage.
It's 22.
I'm not gonna start
Chivalry is
start the
absolutely
fight with my weapon down the hall.
Chivalry is no
Place
more.
the-
Okay.
That's because they don't like you to point in the ears.
Focus on the hurt one, or damaged one.
The damage one.
Take
I'm
him
gonna hit him
down.
with a firebolt then.
Okay.
Yeah, firebolt.
Rolled hit.
Ooh, the lucky one. Come on. 10.
Well, miss.
Yep. This one's not getting rolled again.
Ayula. Death save.
Yep, you got it. That is a 5, 1 failure.
One fail. Okay, back to the top of the order.
Alright. Armor and Agathis. Hit him again.
Hit the hurt one.
Yeah, the same one I hit earlier. 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
5 points of damage.
Not dead yet. Close, but not dead yet. Boogered up bad. And their turn, their actions.
No, I go.
Oh, go. Get them.
Alright, shoot. I don't want her to die, but if I go up there and try to administer a potion, they're just gonna clank on me. So, I'm gonna go up to this one,
No, not gonna say anything.
and I'm gonna punch him a couple times.
This is what you can say.
19.
That'll hit.
And the
Are
second
you
hit.
still a mouse? Can I?
No, I
Eight.
moused myself a while ago.
Okay, D6 plus 3.
If you got down, he done mouse, right?
Take
Sorry?
4
If
more
you're in
points
wild
of
shape
damage.
and
Yeah.
you go down.
Any extra damage.
Is that
so
enough
the
to take him
mouse-
down?
So close.
By the way, I dropped
Jeez.
armor bag at
So
this,
since I took
so
18.
or not armor bag.
Yeah,
Disguise.
as he's standing there bleeding, he's yelling to his friends through the blood pouring out of his mouth, going, "Avenge me! Avenge me!"
Does he fall?
No,
Oh, not yet. Okay.
no, he got one more attacker, right? No, that was you, wasn't it? No, you're already back in round
Yeah.
2. Go.
I just went.
He went. I
Oh,
went.
I
It's
hit.
Dwarf's turn.
Oh, survived. 1 down, 3 to go.
Would, he
We'll
get
go for the unarmed guy. He's probably soft and squishy.
would there be an opportunity attack for him moving away from Frank?
Yeah.
As long as he stays within 5 of an enemy. So there's 2 enemies he was engaged with, so he just rotated from one to the other.
Oh, okay.
This one's going to step up to Frank. And this one's going to step up.
That's the next
So he
one.
was here and now he's here, and that's not an
No,
opportunity.
that's from here. He stepped over the body. That's all he did.
Yeah.
He stayed within 5 of the fight. Oh, you're right. Go ahead and take your attack opportunity. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
'Cause then I'm gonna hold
Critical
that
hit
for
and critical
future.
hit.
There you
There it
go.
is.
What is it?
God.
4 damage. Terrible. Oh, 6 damage. 'Cause I'm raging.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yep. That's first damage on that one. So Bloody Mess decides to try to go for you as well. So
Okay.
there'll be just 1 dice roll.
Miss.
Misses, but his buddy will now get advantage from. Oh, it's not quite flank, so I won't do the flank.
Oh, that's a
17
hit.
plus 4, 21. That would be
Looking
it.
forward to rolling a nat one this turn and dying because of it.
In case of evasion.
10
it
points of
lasts.
damage. I'm going to say 12. 12 points of damage.
I don't know what it does.
Yeah, I'm maxed out on damage. I don't know.
Wow.
That's a hard hit.
not
Bloody
a
one.
bad way
Okay,
to
so
go.
let's see. Third one, the one that just stepped in, goes after our champion Frank. 13 plus 3 is 16.
Beat. Yeah, I got it.
Match.
16.
7, 8, 9 damage.
Is that already halved?
No, that's so 4. And now you get to make a wisdom save from the cleric.
Oh, he's a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom.
He's gotta
Save.
go.
Straight roll. 7.
That's a healer. He's got to be the next one.
Okay, you are now held.
Held.
Hold person.
Hold person.
My backpack's
That sucks,
behind
'cause
you.
I was about to burning hands all of them. But now Frank's on him, so I can't.
Hold person concentration.
It is.
It is.
But I.
It is, and he gets a save.
You have a though, right?
effect card for that?
That would mean they're touching though, right? 'Cause I was gonna do a cone and see if that'll only get them, but I don't know.
If not, I'll look
If
at
not,
Well,
the
they're all
roll.
within 5 feet of each other, but whole person is a range spell.
Oh, status card. You want? So you keep it in front of you so you know that you're held. Is that what you meant?
Aren't you supposed to have that for Ayula too? Didn't you want to do that for the death saves and all that?
I might.
You had mentioned that.
Yeah, I put my box away. That's the reason why I'm looking around.
If not, I could look in my book.
Oh, which are you asking? You're asking for its effects? You're looking for the cards.
Basically, you're
Either or, because you had said you wanted to use those
Yeah, I
cards
do.
on
I do.
this.
I do. I do.
But if you don't want to, then
You want to use the token?
I just can't remember where I put them.
yeah.
Thought I put them away.
For you?
Please.
Yeah, I got you.
Where did I put them this time?
I think I gotta move up to you anyways. I just don't know if I'd hit Frank or Chaska.
So am I
I'd hit
restrained
one
at
of
the
them,
moment?
but I'm not sure. I'm asking.
What's that?
Am I restrained or
I think it's
You're at-
paralyzed.
I think it's paralyzed.
Yeah.
paralyzed?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
bad
Real
one.
quick. It's whole person is the
This will
spell.
be a bit of goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm
Honestly, I don't know what I did with them, so
Provided
yeah.
I live,
Okay.
What can I do? Oh, yeah.
That really bothers me.
Person.
I don't have them, so.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, paralyzed.
Mhm.
All right.
Wow.
So Frank just went.
Frank is paralyzed. Yep.
Frank went.
So it's my turn. I'm
The
gonna
bad guys just went, so it's your turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to Ayula and give her a potion. Healing potion.
Okay.
So
2d4 plus 2. No, well,
4,
okay.
6.
6 plus 2, 8.
No, it's 4.
6 plus 4.
Plus
It's
4.
a potion.
Ah,
So it's 10 back.
not bad.
all right, so
Thank you.
That's a
Right.
pretty good one.
I'm like right here. I'm gonna get in front of her and say I did that.
Sure.
And then no, if I did a 15-foot cone, one of these two is definitely getting hit, right?
Yep.
Then I'm gonna just magic missile the 3 in front of us. Yep.
Okay, do your damage.
These are magic missiles.
Yep.
Magic
missiles. Guaranteed hit.
Auto hit.
I don't want to
yeah.
hear nothing
auto
from
hit.
you, Eldritch Blast.
I do a D10 of damage.
We're all using the staple, shillelagh.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast magic missile.
I don't use Eldritch. I haven't been using Eldritch Blast a lot. I'm using my melee weapon with my squishy.
Give them to me separately.
4
Plus
5 plus 5 and plus 1, so 2. So I'll do the one that's already injured, 2, and then 5 5.
Okay, go ahead and put down injured guy. He's gone.
He's done.
That's, yeah, Golden Helm. Can we just pull him out for...
Yeah, you can pull him out.
Yeah.
And then would I be able to move back 5 feet, or would it invoke an attack of opportunity?
You
I'd
were
wanna move
only...
this way 5 feet.
You were only within 5 feet of that guy you just killed.
This guy wouldn't attack. Oh no, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well,
There's like one in
You
between.
technically passed by him, so he got an attack either which way. Either you got it, that's as you went by to go to where you are now, because you went basically through.
But I didn't leave
Ayula's-
his space. I'm still. within.
You went past Ayula's space, though, didn't you?
I went right here.
Yeah, you just stepped through, but you were in contact with him already, so yeah, he can't get an attack of opportunity. Technically, entering the other guy's space would give him one, though. So
All right.
just
This is
one.
12.
it's a 10.
10 plus 4. 14.
14 hits definitely.
Did you hit the wizard? The cleric?
No,
No.
The cleric is.
hit the other 3.
I didn't know which one the cleric was. I thought it was in the group. I thought it was the blue one, but I'm not sure.
It is the blue one, but is that one of the ones you pointed? I thought you pointed
No,
out
no, I
1,
said
2, 3.
no. I was going this way. I said 1, 2, 3. These ones.
So, yeah, so it was this guy.
There was a guy in the middle here. So
yeah,
there's
the guy in the
1,
middle,
2.
and then this guy. The 3 right here.
This is the third guy too.
Yeah, that's what I said. The middle guy, him,
Not
and
red
him.
cape.
Not
The
red
rest of
cape.
them.
Gotcha. Okay. Got it. Okay. And the damage is
I figured
Uh,
Chaska and Ace Shock.
5 plus 2, 7 damage.
7, 6.
All right. And yours.
Okay, I will use half my movement to unprone myself.
Unprone.
Unprone myself. New status, unprone. Everything's bad right now. Okay.
You could get an attack with advantage against Red Cape.
Okay, I will bonus action Shillelagh. And then go for
Shillelagh.
that, just the staff attack with advantage. Then.
Go ahead.
Look at my shillelagh.
I'm definitely taking.
Did you do the con save for the concentration?
No, it's gone.
That is a
It's
22 to hit.
It's gone.
The whole
I'm
person's
not
gone.
paralyzed.
Well, you are still paralyzed for this round, and after that, you're free.
That is a 22 to hit.
You hit. Reroll it. Roll in the
Yep.
box.
Oh, it was an 8. Not bad. 6 and it's magic, so 14. Or 10, sorry. Quick maths.
Okay. Back to the top of the order.
Sweet. I'm gonna kick it door closed.
Go after the spell user.
Yep. And I'm gonna 5 feet that way. So just here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hit her with glaive. Actually, I'm gonna hexblade curse, and then hit her with glaive.
Sequencing.
Yes. Is that a 19? No, it's a 16. Damn. 22.
Hits.
I crit on a 19
Wow.
with hexblade curse.
Oh.
What is it? 8. points of damage. That's why I was like, yes!
No, did you?
My turn?
Yep.
So I've got advantage here because it's flanked.
Well, one of you has flank because she engaged. So,
So she would have advantage.
well, no, because she attacked first in the round.
Yes.
No, she
Yeah.
attacked last.
She attacks
round.
last in the round. So yeah, she has advantage. You don't.
Okay, I don't. Okay. So just my 2 attacks. Actually, can I drink a potion too?
Yes.
I should have done that.
Alright, so I'll consume
No.
a potion.
I got like 4 potions.
2d4 plus 4.
So yeah, I have his armor on, but I'm
There's
not
one.
within melee of anybody.
4, 8.
I just
That
walked
gets
right up to him.
me-
I thought I was gonna be able to burn
At least
but I
I
need
can
to use
survive
a
another
potion.
hit.
anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
I
And
appreciate
then I'll
it.
just
That's
punch
fine.
this guy twice.
I gotta keep the healer alive.
17 plus
Die
3 is
healer or
20.
not.
Yep.
And 7. Miss. Okay. D6 plus 3. Do 6 points of damage. Bonk.
To red cape.
Yep. Red cape.
Okay. All right. Then it's bad guy's turn.
Mhm.
Okay. If at first I do not succeed, try again, Sacred Flame.
Cantrip.
Hits.
It's a cantrip that hits. It does that.
That's what radiant?
8, 9, 10 damage.
10.
Yep, radiant damage.
Okay.
Therefore, you don't get the
Mhm.
halvesies.
7 health.
All right, and red cape goes after his primary target still.
Me.
Will miss,
Yep.
and gray cap will go after the rook. And misses completely.
Critical miss.
An attempt was made.
That was it.
Me.
Right?
Get him, Frank.
I will heal first with my bonus.
Glove a potion.
5, 9
Wow,
health.
Costco potions are very nice.
9 health.
I need to
16.
go visit that guy again.
we might need to.
Frank said he'd buy the next one, so it's okay.
Yeah. We quaff about 3 or 4 per encounter.
Yeah.
Sucks not having a healer.
Yeah.
Great
You're-
action.
you're
20.
Ooh, nice. Critical.
nice.
Let's use the
So you back it
staff
up?
on you instead of them.
I'll back it up, dude.
No.
This is max.
Max damage.
It's max damage.
Mhm.
What about reckless attack as a half orc? Which means when I crit, I get a bonus time. Bonus
Get them both
die.
attacked. It's a separate attack. Get
Huh?
another attack. With reckless, if you once you've hit, you do critical damage, and then you get an extra attack, right?
It just says you get to add an extra die of damage.
So you
Because
double your
Yeah,
damage.
it's a d6 extra,
Yeah.
right?
So
So just max everything.
here's add an extra D6.
So you get an extra 6 to your damage.
extra 6,
Yeah.
not 12. My damage die is 12.
Well, so you do max damage, which would be 12, plus you add another die, which would be max, which would be 6. Plus whatever your
No,
modifier
no,
is.
his second dice is he's saying that he's rolling. Okay,
No, he said, what he's saying is for the reckless
but I'm
attack.
clarifying.
Oh, okay.
D&D 5th edition criticals do just what you're describing. You just get to roll an extra dice.
So then
I
what-
amplify it already by giving you double,
Yeah,
so I'm granting you half of an extra die.
6.
There you
So, how much did that do?
You add the numbers for me. Your max
12,
12 plus 6.
24, and 6, 30.
3 quick maps.
12 plus 6.
Mhm.
Yeah, 12 is your max.
12 is my damage.
So that's your max damage. That's from the critical.
Mhm.
Then you get an extra 6.
18.
So it's 18. And then if you have an extra attack that's around, then you take that extra attack.
And plus any strength bonuses or anything that you add in.
Right. What are your adds?
5.
So it's 18
20
plus 5 is 23
23
points of damage.
23, and I'm getting an extra attack.
There's a
And
hit.
that
That's
hit
a
as well.
20 plus 5, yeah. And this will be plus 5 on this.
9 more. So
23 and 9, 32. He goes down.
Yeah.
Smashed him up.
Nice.
Boom! 32. Barbarian comes through.
I'm gonna get in her face.
Okay, your turn.
I'm gonna firebolt the blue food. Blue food. Count blue food.
Going after cleric, huh?
Hell yeah. Oh, I don't want to roll that one. I didn't put it back. I just dropped it and lost it already. No, it's right on the floor. Yeah.
19.
19 plus spell modifier. So 24.
You hit.
All the fire.
All of the fire.
All of the fire.
7.
Priest goes down.
Nice. Nice.
Toast.
Take this last one alive.
Subdue.
Oh, I know. He immediately surrenders. When the priest goes down, he drops to a knee, puts the hammer down. Give me mercy or give me death, but I will fight you no longer.
Smart man.
I'm gonna grab the holy symbol that the cleric was using, or the cleric has. Do I recognize what god?
As you grab it, make a charisma save.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, it starts talking to you as you come in contact with it. Do you wish to let go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another.
So by looking at the symbol, do I know good, evil, God?
No, actually you can't tell good or evil from it, but what you do see is that it's a symbol of the forge. Most often associated with red veil.
Okay.
Across the bottom of it, it says Grissom.
Grissom?
Grissom.
That guy from CSA.
Well, if this
Okay.
guy's surrendering, we should find out information about these boxes.
Anything else on her?
We should have him
Have
open the
importance.
box.
On the priest? No. Yeah, she's got a rope around her that it glows. The rope itself actually glows. She also has a
Did anyone ever take that silver and copper?
has a
Yeah, I got
sensor,
it written down.
Oh, okay.
sensor and a
Making sure.
brazier.
Yep.
Just making
Oh,
sure.
Prompts you in your-
Sensor and a brazier.
Sensor?
The
What is
dragon that
that?
missed the
Sensor, that's the
Did we
ball
look?
that you put the incense in and you swing it around.
Oh,
And a brazier.
Hmm.
I'm that glowy rope. I'm gonna take that glowy rope.
Okay.
We'll identify the rope.
It's the lasso of truth.
Right.
That we do.
Yeah, you just killed the Wonder Woman. Great. Good
Yeah.
job.
Oh, great.
Is there anything on that dwarf I
Or the
smashed
person
up?
that killed him.
Yeah, there's 44 silver pieces and a platinum dragon.
44 silver and 1 platinum dragon.
It's a coin that's above a platinum piece.
So it's what? 10 platinum or 100?
Why?
100
What are you?
platinum.
You're writing that down?
Yeah, I'm writing everything down.
Just make sure we all have it in the notes.
Which is.
So we gonna split that up later, or what's going on with
I'm
that?
assuming it's just
Okay.
treasure party or whatever.
Um,
Then what they
yeah,
do is
I'm-
And
Was
we
it
are
still getting a party
we are
fun?
actually out
how
of
we're
time,
doing?
guys. This is perfect timing. It is 4:56, so we are going to end the stream at this point. We will.
Peace in the Middle East.
There'll be 300 experience points for each of you.
500?
300.
300.
Damn it, still not level
600.
3.
How much is level 3? 750?
Level 3 is at 900.
Oh, it is 900.
So people
You guys
have
should
been
be
here.
there.
Yeah.
I'm just
We
grabbing
got
that.
300 last time.
I'm grabbing that platinum dragon.
I'm at 600.
Putting that in since I grabbed.
Guess what?
You
Yeah.
could, you could write down the other.
And
thing.
we'll deal with any other treasure next week.
Frank said, I want the platinum dragon.
Yeah,
I can
you're writing it down, but it's in my
every-
pocket
And
already.
so we will handle it next week.
Don't be greedy.
Thank you guys for
it's in my
participating, and
Don't be greedy though.
you go ahead and kill.
I don't care about money.
Thanks for watching.
Place no stock in wealth or wealthy people. It's just a shiny coin for now.
Go ahead and